Yo,
Hey.
yo. So you are tuned into Uncensored Minds. We are back, episode 78. We all are rocking purple this week, with an increased focus on lupus. As we said this month, we are covering a number of different awarenesses. Last week was mental health. This week is lupus, and so on and so forth. Right? We have a great show to you, but it will be like disrespectful if we didn't open the show by saying Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. You know what I mean? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. We wouldn't be up here today if it wasn't for strong women that birthed us. So we want to say Happy Mother's Day.
Happy
Ladies,
Mother's
Thank
Day.
say to
you.
you two
Yes,
ladies.
thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
we appreciate y'all. What we got going on?
All right. Well, I guess it's time for the affirmation, but of course, I do have to greet everybody. Hello, everyone. And as Nell said, happy Mother's Day to all you wonderful mothers out there. I hope everyone had a great time today. And now you're getting ready to sit back and have some grown up time. And to all of our new people out there, because each and every week we are each meeting new people. I know I have people who join in to watch. Nail get people, and Aisha, as do T. So we are growing, and that's what we want to do out there. You know, we're on Spotify, streaming everywhere now. So we meet every Thursday, and we got the mayor right here. He keep everything straight. He keep everything straight. So he was telling us to be on our best behavior. I told him the best thing that I could do is just be me, Karen D. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And that's what I encourage each and every one of you to do, to be the very best version of yourself. Always be your real self and accept who you are. Because if you can accept who you are, then the world cannot help but to accept who you are. Because, baby, let me tell you, once you accept who and what you are, you walk with confidence, you move with grace, and you know what you have in store for you. And the world can't help but see it. So let's get popping tonight with Uncensored Minds.
Karen, before we go any further, I gotta say, where my S gangs at out there, man? We in the building, S gang lovers. You know what I mean? If you're a mother, if you're not a mother, you still got part of this gang. You know what I mean? So that's the beauty of the S gang. You ain't gotta have to have no children to be a part of this gang. But Aisha, before we go
Yes.
on to our next topic, tell us about your Mother's Day. How what you had going on, what it looked like for you.
Yeah, it was good. We had a nice family dinner, compliments of my partner Tez. He had it catered for like the mothers. It was at my mom's, so it was just a really special day. It was yesterday. We had it yesterday. Just a lot of nice family time, a lot of good time with, good memories with my mom and pictures and dancing and fun. Just really nice, and so that was yesterday, and today was just catching up, quietness. I took some me time, so that was my weekend.
Nice. All right. I know you shared something with us on the Uncensored Minds page. You shared with us Thursday when we had our meeting. Tell us about this awareness that we're focusing on this week, which is lupus.
Mhm.
Tell us how that impacts you and your family.
Yeah, so as I shared before, my sister has lupus nephritis, and it definitely has been something that has been trying on our family. We have, unfortunately, some ailments that have attacked us, and lupus being one of them. And so, we just try to do the best that we can do to support my sister and, all of her good days, her bad days, whatever she might need. And so, it's important for families to really stick together and be that tight knit support system, that is needed for individuals fighting lupus, as well as any other disease, and just being there and loving on each other and being a support system to help them through those bad days, because there are a lot of times there's more bad days than not. So anybody out there fighting lupus, just stay strong, family, just hold them tight, support them, love on them, and let them know that, they're not alone through this battle.
Absolutely. So as we get into Uncensored Minds episode 78, we're gonna get into the icebreaker question. As you can see, it's three of us right now. The fourth member is coming. Don't think T is getting out of this one this week. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. So we're going to jump right into the icebreaker question. And the icebreaker question today is, what's your favorite snack now and as a kid? Who want to go first? I'm gonna go first. Let me go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna take you to my kitchen. Right? This is a walking moment for me. Follow me. And this show gonna be so interactive tonight. We got something that we haven't done ever on either platform, be it Sunday Night Wind Down and or even now Uncensored Minds, is we're going to let the audience ask us questions. Any question you want. This is your week to get down and dirty with us and personal. But to answer that question, this is my favorite snack. See how big this damn bag is? It's damn near bigger than me. But if anybody know me, know I'm a big fan of the gold bag of Haribo, right? Can't get enough. As a kid,
Okay.
was my favorite. As an adult, still my favorite. So I keep a big bag of these somewhere around the house. Somewhere in the house. I got a couple bags at work. I got a couple bags, sometimes being in the car as well. You know what I mean? So that's my favorite snack, the Haribo. What's y'all's, ladies?
That's a good one, though. I like those. Go ahead, Karen. How about you? What you liking?
Oh, I'm still thinking, girl. You go on. I'm still trying to think. Now I have to think back a little bit further than the rest of it.
Yeah. So you know how Cheetos has those, they have all different forms, the puffy ones, the crunchy ones, but they had one that was back in the 90s, the paws. They were in shape of like the Cheeto paws. And they kind of started recirculating them again. Those are like my favorite of all time. Like, not that it's the best snack ever, but for me, that is like the one that makes me super excited for some reason. So I'm going to have to go with that.
So you like having your hands all messy with the yellow
Yeah.
cheese all on them.
Mhm.
Are you a licker of the hands, or now
I'm a
that you're an
licker.
adult, are you wiping your hands off on your jeans, or you getting the napkin?
No, I'm sorry. I'm licking. I know it's nasty, but I'm still getting
You
into
still
it. That's
getting
how that's how I have to enjoy them.
that?
So
Miss Katie, what we got going on over there? What's your favorite snack?
Well, I like the Wise cheese puffs. I love the cheese doodles, the soft ones. As a child, that's what I loved, and even now, I mean, I can. That is my go-to. I mean, my dog even love them. Okay, she eats as many of them as I do, and I have to say, since being around my goddaughter Justice, I have become a nut for Nutella. Oh my gosh.
mm,
I love Nutella. Oh my God. As a matter of fact, I don't have none for tonight. Damn.
damn it.
Okay.
All right, so we got an alcoholic amongst us.
Yeah, Helen.
Hands out right here. Helen said, "I like my Haribo soaked in vodka." I can't be mad at her. She's an adult. You know what I mean? I'm still a
Yes.
kid. Keep me on the bench, coach. But I can't handle it. But she like her soaked in vodka. Um,
I'm not mad at you, Helen girl. Go
Yeah.
on with it.
Yes,
I'm
they are
not
so
mad.
good.
Barbara's giving out a good tip. Amazon carries those bags all day, every day. So if y'all looking for a nice big bag of candy, go on your Amazon, and Amazon will have everything for you. Another one of my snack favorites are the grandma cookies. Not the ones that come in the long pack with the six, but the ones that come in the bag. And they little individual cookies. They are my favorite. You if you see me snacking, it's probably going to be on one of those two things. It's going to be on the gold bag of Haribo or those grandma cookies that come in the blue and white bag. That's my favorite.
Okay, the vanilla cream ones, right? That's the one that comes.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brenda said her favorite snack is plain Lay's potato chip. You can't eat just one.
Mm-mm.
You can't eat one.
That's true, Neil. Now with
Yep.
the Lays, you're not gonna eat just one.
You can't eat just one. So that was
Mm-hmm.
a good icebreaker question. And as we said before, as we said all throughout the night, right? This is your night to ask us any question you want. So when that segment comes up, please be ready with your questions. Like Karen D said earlier on her live, you're going to get an answer. It might not be the answer liked. And it might not be the grand.
Hey,
That's coming
I
from
was
heart.
being honest with you.
Right.
Ask
Answering
away though.
everything. I'm
Right.
answering everything truthfully. I'm answering it. Like I decided to open up my heart today. So I'm gonna give everybody what they want.
Okay.
All right, so we're moving on to a much more we're changing gears a little bit. We're gonna move on to a serious topic, right? Last week, as you can see, we all had our green on. We wasn't representing St. Patty's Day that passed. The green actually was for mental health awareness, and we actually have a special guest this evening who will be talking about mental health. So, Karen, you wanna lead us into that?
Yes. Everyone on here, mostly you will recognize this young man. I watch him, and he has been doing a lot of great things with himself. His name is Troy. He was on here when it was Sunday night wind down, and he came on and he shared some wisdom with us. And Troy has since became engaged to a beautiful young lady, so he will soon be married, and he has become a business owner. And Troy has also come to terms with his mental, and he knows how to get control of it. And he also has an army of people behind him that help him control it. I myself did not realize that I played an impact on his life. I woke up one morning to a long message from him inbox, and it touched me because at that time I really needed to hear something like that. I've been doing a lot of running, a lot of going. I still see y'all, trust me, I do, but I am working so hard, and it seems as if I am spinning wheels, even though I know I'm not, but that's all I seem to be doing. And when I got that message from Troy, I was getting ready to go to Atlanta, 2 hour drive. And when I heard the message, it really touched me. But anyway, I'm gonna welcome to you, Troy. Is it Ali Odom? Troy, I want to mess your name up. Y'all, here is Troy.
What up?
Yeah.
Hey,
God,
Troy.
God bless y'all, man. Thank you. Yeah, you said it right, sis. Troy Ali Odom. That's what it
Okay.
is, man. Yeah.
So, Troy,
Welcome,
Well,
tell
Troy.
thank
us a
you,
little
Troy,
bit
for
about.
coming in.
Yes.
I know Karen touched on the message that you sent her. Tell us a little bit about how mental health has affected your daily go through recently.
Wow, man. Oh my God. So mental health came up out of nowhere in my life when I realized it was an issue. It happened about a month and a half ago. Uh, I live in North Carolina now, but I go home to Norfolk quite often. And I was when I go home, I don't make any public appearances. So I just strictly keep it to my friends, my brothers. So I'm either with Leon, Norman, Tim, my brother, my mother, something like that. Nothing too far. I don't do the club scenes, anything like that. And it's because I have social anxiety, but I've always known that. So my thing is, I'm always a jokester. I try to control the room with my jokes because if I'm not in control of the room, then the anxiety kick in.
Mm.
And in some settings, I can't control the room with jokes. And in those settings, I stay away from those. I.e., the clubs and the bars, because I know I have triggers and a quick temper. So this particular situation, a friend of ours, Coach Breon, he had beat cancer, and this is part of his testimony
Shit.
too. He beat cancer, and the night was beautiful, and I can't even tell you what the guy said to me to make me fly off my coop, but I did. And I couldn't get my breathing together. And I wanted to do something outside of my mind to hurt this person. And it probably wasn't even worth it. And I wasn't hearing nothing anybody had to say. I don't know how I went from inside the house to outside the house, but it was a voice I was following outside. It was Leon's. And Leon told me in that moment, bro, you need help. You need help, man. You got to seek help because you got triggers, man, and you got to silence them because if not, it's not healthy for you or no one else. And I ignored it then because I was still in my mindset of destroy and kill. Took me 2 or 3 days to calm down. And then it happened again recently where it took me 2 or 3 days to calm down. And it's not healthy. I could go on how we as Black youth normalize a lot of things. But a lot of stuff we saw as youth and that we go through as adults is not normal. We're taught to keep it moving and push past it, but we need to deal with those things. And I'm not dealing with them. I haven't dealt with them. And they're causing me strife to where I want to do harm to other people once they piss me off. And words should not carry that kind of power. I guess if I can make it make sense to everybody, Will Smith, I'm a fan of the man. I could care less of the star. For somebody to hold himself together over years and years and years of his career, and you finally got something bad to say about him, that's not bad look on him. That's kudos to him. That it took you this long to get some dirt on him. So, and all of that, he dealt with a lot of curveballs and shots thrown his way, and he handled them all flawlessly. But inside, they were boiling at him, and you could tell by the way he went to slap Chris Rock that was a built-up anger that he no longer wanted to control. Controlling one thing and then wanting to control it is two different things. And I didn't want to control mine a couple of days ago. I wanted it out, and that's when I realized I had to reach out.
Let's touch back on something that you said that was so prominent in your description of your mental health and what it led you to, where it led you to. Let's talk about the behaviors that you exhibited, that you seen that once I'm not in control of these things, something else could happen. Talk to us about that.
All right, so I rarely remember what makes me go there. Like, I can't remember the moment of it. So this one particular time, like, Leon was there and I recognized his voice, and I came back too. And even coming back too, there were people who were just talking and they were just muffled voices. I couldn't hear them. And I was telling Leon, you need to get them people away from me because they're not you. And I don't recognize them. And I guess it's like the Simon Peter thing. Like, Simon Peter, he was an apostle, he walked with Jesus, but he still had this rage in him to rid the world of all evil. And I know this might be scary to some of y'all to hear this, but that was my approach. I wanted to rid the world of the evil that was approaching me. I ain't want nobody else to have to deal with that later. So I wanted to get rid of it then and there. It's not normal to feel that way. The triggers that get me there is when I approach people in love, because I value people more than I value money. Money, it comes too easy. You know, you get out here, you can get it so many different ways. I value people, you know. And when I show people that love and they do the wrong thing with it, it's a trigger, you know, especially if it's something that you try to use and hurt me with. And that's what happened, you know. That's the number one trigger. Now that I've identified that, what helps me with that as of the last week to this week is telling people how much they mean to me, reaching out to Karen and Leon and others and letting them know what they mean to me, because some people don't know that their light, you can see it. And if somebody can't see your light, then they're there to dim your light. Like, Karen is beautiful, her face, her whole makeup, she's a queen. But I see past that, Karen. I see her spirit. And that's how I see all my family and friends. Even you, Neil, like I saw your spirit last year. You know, and it's a beautiful one. It's one of include people. You know, it's not look at me, look what I got, look what I could do. Like that testimony you shared about your near-death experience, man. You know, it wasn't forgotten about. It didn't fall on deaf ears. You know, it meant something to a lot of people. And it's a shame that nobody hit your inbox with it. But, you know, people hearing that, they need to know that you are a face, but your spirit is what people need to be seeing, that light that you have.
Thank you. Thank you. You spoke very highly of somebody who's a friend to the show. More than just a family. Leon. Somebody got major crime in their area. Somebody got major issues in their area. Seek refuge.
That's over here. I'm sorry.
She in the honey.
It's important to have individuals in your life who you can count on and who's going to be a voice of reason if you're doing well, and even if you're not.
Yeah.
Talk about those people who helped you to get back on track, or even having those resources to be able to reach out to and call on, so you can get
Yeah.
yourself back in order.
Yeah. So those people, I called Leon, his brother Marlo. I couldn't talk to my mom because, you know, I love her, but some things I still, some parts of me she's seen before, and I don't want to scare her thinking that, hey, he's back, you know, because I've come from a long ways, and that's the thing that makes what you just said so important. The people who know me, who I put my center myself around, they know the real me. I never had to put on a facade. They can tell what I'm thinking just by looking at me. So, you know, Leon, his brother Marlo, I reached out to my brother Alvin Brown, um, a couple of people in Leon's circle who are training to deal with this kind of thing. I can't specify their names because I don't want to, you know, put them out there because they're not yet ready to. They're not certified yet, but they helped me though, you know. And it was something that one of them said is like mental health is not just for people who are suicidal. You know, I'm not suicidal. Some people have homicidal thoughts, you know, and they find pleasure in those thoughts because, like I said, your mindset is you're getting rid of an evil, and it's not normal to think that way. It's not normal for somebody to say something to you and you just be like, "The world don't need you," you know. And if I got to go do time in jail, then I'm gonna do that. That's not normal, you know. So I had to accept that, and it took a real person in my circle to tell me that, and all of them told me that. I had so many people in my inbox. A lady named Stacy Russell. Uh, Also, a friend of mine I haven't seen since high school. Her name is Faith. You know, and these are people who are established who didn't hit me on my timeline, but in private and said, "Troy, I love you. What you need from me?" You know what I mean? And I had to be honest with them and tell them like, "Yo, I'm scared. I'm scared. I gotta fix this because it's not normal." So it was countless other people, but the one person directly who who got me to that point was Leon Judge, and because for many reasons, Leon used to have the same angers that I have. You know what I'm saying? But he's channeled them, and look at him now. You know, the proof is in the pudding. And then, ironically, a person who I don't even know personally helped me. I watched Snowfall, and then Jerome, after he beat the life out of the little ground worker for talking smart to Louis, Jerome went and got anger management help. You know, because he found pleasure in what he was doing to the guy. And the scary thing about it, though, Neil, is that I'm not the biggest, baddest thing out here. And just like I'm inviting it, somebody else going to invite it. And that's going to be a straight up nigga moment, you know. And somebody out there could get my number, you know what I'm saying? And it's just not healthy, man. It's not healthy. And I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to do nothing to set nobody triggers off. If I'm not helping somebody, I'm hurting them. And I don't want to hurt nobody.
Wow.
Ladies, do y'all have anything for Troy?
Yeah, I
Um,
do. Go ahead, Karen. You go.
you sure you can go?
Well, my question for you, Troy, would be, you know, from the time I know at first you said you didn't not welcome it, but you didn't see exactly that you needed the help, right? You weren't like maybe open to it at the time, and then there came a point in time where you were just like, okay, I need some help. I'm scared, and you began to reach out to people that you felt comfortable enough with. Um, from that point in time until now, how different are you feeling inside? Because I think it's important for people to understand that it could very well be such an eye-opening experience, you know, maybe even a weight lifted, just to know that maybe you're not alone in this,
Yeah.
that you have an amazing support system, even in people or things that you would have never even known. How
Yeah.
are you feeling now in the space that you are, having since, you know, adopted the fact that, you know, you are having these issues that need some addressing?
Man, I'm more comfortable. Like, people can approach me again because I wasn't approachable for a long time. Like, if somebody would approach me with a high, I would have been like, man, whatever. You know, it would have been like, is this nigga trying to rob me or something like that? It would have been, I wasn't approachable. And now that I realize that I do have a problem and I do have triggers, those people who still reach out to me other than that day, they talk to me all the time and they like, man, you good? I love you. Like to see you smile. Get back to your old self. That's important because that part of you that was there, it didn't necessarily go away. You just suffocated it. And the number one thing that was told to me was, you know, sometimes it comes from you caring too much about a particular thing and others not caring enough. And when you carry the weight of something, well, no matter what it is, whether it be doing something right or doing something for someone, or what somebody said, or keeping your word, uh, when you carry that weight of doing something your way, and then all of a sudden a curveball gets thrown and it throws everything completely off, you have to react to that. And how you react to that is totally up to you. You know, and I was reacting to it the wrong way. I mean, I was walking through, this dude sold me oils all the time. I buy his oils. Even I don't even where I just buy them and give them away. And one day he approached me and I walked him down to the gas station like I was about to hurt him. And these are things that, you know, Leon brought to my attention, was like, hey man, that's not normal, bro. You know, and you just gotta really love somebody enough to tell them the truth. You know, that weight is gone because I'm approachable now. I'm no longer in the mode where I feel like I gotta be perfect for the whole world. Um, in hindsight, the thing that I take away from it the most is because these people care so much about me, I'm not going to waste their efforts on me. That's how I look at it.
You shared something earlier. When you said, "Hey, my testimony was helpful on many different levels to those who's seen it in the moment and those who could go back on it and see it again." I want to share the same sentiments that Marilyn just said, and put her comment back up there. And she said this. I love the fact that there's people out there who don't mind sharing their stories, because you never know who your story is helping or inspiring. And thanks for sharing yours, Troy. And I want to re-echo those same sentiments from my own heart, and saying, just you being candid is helping me to even internalize some of my own issues myself, and seeing behaviors that you spoke on, triggers, aggression, just a whole bunch of built up anger and just whatever, not knowing even where it's coming from, but having those things and recognizing them, and then not just recognizing them, now putting those things into actions to say, hell, I need help. I need somebody else other than myself to sit down and talk to, or to unload this on, to help myself get past this. And again, your story is so inspiring and so eye-opening that it helps you internalize, hopefully, your own issues, to see exactly what you could be doing that's impacting, or your mental health is how it's impacting your behaviors and how you move. So thank you. As y'all see, the guy just walked in the building. You know what I mean?
What's up, everybody?
What up, bro?
What's up,
Happy Mother's Day to everybody. What's going on?
You know what I mean?
Where we at? What did I miss, man?
So you missed. I mean, just Troy's talking about mental health. He thanked us. He shouted us out. He gave us our flowers under the new umbrella of UnCensored Minds. He said that just being on the show before and then seeing the progression that we are on, is inspiring. But he also shared, what he was going through as well, and how having a team, a family, a support system around you, it's like the best key to have. You know what I mean? And a support system, if I am paraphrasing for him, doesn't always have to be trying to fix the problem. It's just listening, or even just calling and saying, I love you. And letting that be enough for that person to digest in their moment, so then they then can come to you when they really need to come to you.
All right. I just wanted to say on that topic, I don't know if y'all can see or not. My shirt says trauma is lonely. So what that means is, sometimes you're going through these mental episodes, or even if it's just anything that happened to you in the past, people don't understand because they're not in your shoes. You know, they can't, they're not going through what you're going through. They don't feel what you feel. So sometimes in these moments, you just have to take some time, you know, to yourself to get your mind right. You just need that time and space to get your mind right. And the people around you have to understand that, and they have to know how to support you. Because anybody can say, you know, they're supportive or whatever, but they have to know how to support you.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
what I
That's key. That's
Can I
key.
share something else with
Very
y'all?
important.
Can I share something
Yeah,
else with y'all?
please do.
Go ahead, Troy.
So back when it was a Sunday night wind down, this show was an outlet for so many people.
Right.
And believe it or not, when you out here working Monday through Friday, or even on the weekends, and you're fighting the world, it's hard to come home and still fight the world too. And that show, Sunday Night Wind Down, and now this one, I got away from this show, but now I'm glued back to it. Because in all of this, I realized this show brought me so much peace. The words were exactly factual. The wind down. It helped me wind down, you know. And now with the name being UnCensored Minds, it still helped me wind down. Like I never in a million years thought that I had a problem, but I did realize it, and now I'm trying to channel through it and do the right things by it. But I just want to thank y'all because the fact that y'all, like I told y'all before, y'all don't get paid for this, you know, and it's an amazing thing when you can have somebody let you come out here and give you an outlet for something that you otherwise wouldn't have. They
Right.
say it's a village, and it does. You have to be your brother's keeper. People don't answer that question, but I'm here to say the answer is yes. I am my brother's keeper, my sisters too, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to be there for the next person, just like people took time out of their busy schedule of fighting the world to help me fight what I was going through.
All right, I got a question for you, Troy. Do you know what your triggers are? Do you know what triggers you into these moments?
Yeah, I've learned them. So one is I have to I have to allow people to process how they feel, whether it be right or wrong. I have to allow people to process how they feel about whatever it is that moment they're in. I can't try to fix people. You know, that's my number one thing. Listen, I believe in the Lord Jesus 100%, but the zodiac is true. Pisces, we think we can fix people. No, we can't. We can't fix people. If you're Pisces out there listening, stop trying to fix people. Um, so I also realized that because I value people more than I value money, that I expect things from people as far as loyalty, like friendship, brotherhood, compassion, understanding. Those things don't necessarily come with as don't come back as you give them out. Instead, you might get a knife in the back. And the thing that the number one trigger I have is I have to stop caring so much. You know,
Right.
like I got a friend named Norman, and through all of this, he was quiet. And when the smoke settled, he said, "I don't even know you even gave a fuck anyway." You know what I mean? Excuse my language. Sorry
Right.
about language, but that's what it was. I care so much about people. The letdown, those are triggers. And to some people, this might sound like, "Oh man, this dude's sensitive." Maybe I am, but I really care about people. You know what I mean? And you could you could you could tell a million lies to everybody. You could tell me a lie. You know what I'm saying? But don't lie on me. You know, those are things that my character matters to me. And those are triggers that I have to stop giving myself to people. That's what it is.
Right.
Wow, brother, you said a mouthful. You said a mouthful. Um, a lot of people is going to be able to play this back on over and over and over. Bands that we're on multiple platforms, and this sound is going to resonate as it is right now, and it's going to be check your mental health. Check in. It's not. There's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
There's nothing wrong to unearth things that could be bothering you, could be weighing on your mental health. To and recognizing that you do have some issues and correcting them, right? The way to maturity is correcting mistakes, right? We learned that at a very young age. It's okay to make a mistake. It's how you go about correcting those mistakes, so you don't continue to keep keeping them up. So we appreciate your honesty this evening. You're welcome back to Uncensored Minds at anytime you want to come back.
Thank
We're
y'all, man. God bless y'all.
I mean, we're gonna get you an Uncensored Mind T-shirt, so you, when you're in the Virginia area, you can walk in the street with it on.
What's up, people? Make sure everybody like and share the video, subscribe to the channel.
Karen, what you got to say? Let's see.
Hold on, we gotta take
Just
Karen
get
off
the
mute
muted.
because she had a whole lot going on over there, so we had to put Karen on
No,
mute.
I did not. I don't have anything going on over here.
Okay, then. What's up?
Has Troy left? I didn't get my chance to ask questions.
I think Troy left. We'll try to get him back though. There you go. Go ahead, K-Day.
Hello?
What's up, K-Day?
Hey,
I had
Troy.
lost signal, y'all. I lost signal for a second.
What's up, cuz?
Hey, I need to get my chance with you since it was me that you reached out to, and you only like I said, I appreciate that, but I do have a question. Because I was not aware of what was going on with you. The only thing I do see is that you became engaged, and you do seem a lot happier since you became engaged. But my question, he left again.
You might have lost
Just
signal.
ask the
I
question.
guess we lost it.
You might have lost signal.
Uh,
He might have lost signal.
Yeah, lost signal.
There
yeah,
you go. There you go.
yeah.
Just get
Oh well.
Virginia. That's him.
You stupid though. Go ahead, K-Day.
Is he with us? Hey,
Yes,
Troy,
he
you
is.
there? He seemed frozen on my end.
Yeah.
Well, if you can hear
Somebody
me,
got me
Troy,
muted.
I'm just going to cut this short and say thank you for joining us. Thank you for volunteering to come on here because your story can touch someone else. And we thank you for sharing it with us and give your beautiful bride to be our hello. And I'm quite sure that that is more than why you have that big smile on your
Technology
face.
was not what it was.
Oh no, I think he's freezing up now.
Yeah, he's just in a bad area.
What's up, people?
Yep.
KD. So
What's
you had a
up?
question. You had a question for Troy. I would love for you to ask that question. Maybe that's a question that somebody in the audience was thinking. Maybe that was a question one of us could touch on. Maybe it was a question that didn't just have to be Troy's answer, but could be an answer that's answered by all of us. Because we all have mental issues. Or there you go. We back for you.
All right, I'm back, y'all. I had lost y'all for a second.
Oh, you was giving us iPhone 3. What's going on? You got Android connections?
iPhone right.
Look, hey, no, him and Katie on the same plan.
Oh man.
Sometimes
Hey, now my phone is acting right.
I'm
Well,
over
Katie,
there.
But now you're right. Now this question that I asked can apply to everyone. Troy, did you now that you realize the problem that you have and that you can approach it in a more logical way, a more understanding way? Do you ever look back and think, well, I had that problem when I was very small, like say 10, 12, or, you had those problems, but you didn't pay any attention to them. And as you grew, the problems grew with you.
Yeah, yeah.
hmm Because,
I
and I was asking that because if we look back on that, kind of dig back to where it started, maybe you can find out what the reason was that it began in the first place.
all right, KD, this is what you have to realize. As a black man, we may recognize, certain problems or anger issues or whatever, but we never address it. So
hmm
we don't even, know how to go about addressing it as a
Yeah.
problem or seeking help most of the time. So as black men, that's a thing, that's a hurdle, that
Yep.
we have to get
I will
over.
second that. I will second that.
All right.
I will second. It's
Well, just to
almost like where do
recognize
we
it
begin?
is amazing.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no like there's no counseling when we coming up and do like the public system and all that. There's no counseling. There's none of that going on. It's just like you got to handle it however you can find your way to handle it. So that's just what it
Well, I
is.
don't know. T families now are reaching out. Even black families are going to counselors. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
like Troy brought up Jerome
I'm speaking
on
on our.
Snowfall.
I'm not speaking on now, Katie. Now we know that that's possible. That's a possible. But I'm talking about on our come up. That wasn't even a possibility.
But Karen, even though families are going through counseling right now, what do you say to the inner city youth or those inner city families that don't have those resources and
Right.
may not have health insurance or anything in and around them to know where to go at first to get help, right?
What's up?
Right.
Uh,
And then
so
and maybe they can be as lucky as Troy to get the friendship circle that he mentioned that he have. As he
Mhm.
mentioned, his friends reached out to him and kind of talked to him first.
Right, Katie.
So
Right,
maybe
Katie. Right, Katie. But some of it is like some of it you gonna need professional help for it, and
yeah,
that's not a
Right.
resource that's not like handed to you. So
yeah,
some of it, as much
right,
as friends is there, they're not professionals. Like they can hold your hand through it and all of that, but they're not professionals. And so that's like a thing.
right.
and,
Mhm.
and
Hmm.
and this next comment may ruffle a little feathers, but it's not intended to. It's just the harsh reality. Some people will tell you to take it to God, but some people don't know the first thing about communicating with God,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And you can tell them, well, go to church and find a relationship, but it's almost like, well, where do I start, right? And all they know is the individuals that they came up with, the friendships that they brokered through their life. So start there. Start there. At least have somebody that's going to have your back that you can lay on. You know what I mean? Even if it's not even to have a not even a talk, just somebody who got you.
Right.
So again, Troy, thanks again for coming on. Again, the door is always open here at Uncensored Minds. We're just going to ask that you
Thank
get the Android iPhone 3 Karen D plan up to
Yeah,
date.
you gotta get that shit together, man.
We love you, brother.
you. Love
We
y'all
love
too.
you. The service we
Right.
not. But you always welcome here, my boy.
And even off the
Love
show,
y'all too.
you can hit up our inboxes. Even off the show,
Yes.
you can hit up our inboxes if you
Yes.
need
Yeah.
to talk, vent, or anything. You could always hit us up, even off the show.
Definitely, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all
Absolutely.
too.
Thank you.
Always genuine, man. It's always genuine with y'all. I appreciate that.
All right, man.
Right. What's up?
Damn, see, so you just gonna come in here when you feel like it,
What you mean?
but it's cool. You came at the right time. You came at the right time
What
because
you mean?
it's almost like you ran up on stage. You know what I mean? And it leads us right to our next topic. Who the hell saying
I'm
the?
just getting
I know
information.
y'all seen the news, Entertainment Tonight, TMC, whatever a news outlet had this. The idiot who ran up on stage and assaulted Dave Chappelle.
Right.
People getting ballsy out here now. People
I
is
think
thinking
I
they
think
Will Smith.
I think people been ballsy, but that just gave them the license to like go ahead, fuck you.
Yep.
And the Will Smith shit, that gave them the license to go ahead, fuck it. But before we dive into this, I do want to say what's up to a couple of the Williams sisters is in the audience. So
What up, ladies?
that's She Bell sisters. A couple of the Williams sisters is in the audience. So
Cat.
what's
All
up?
right, Williams
And
sisters.
Oh,
What's up?
what
hello.
up, Judy? What up, Cat? What
Those
up,
are some of
ladies?
my cousins. So what's up, y'all?
You know what I mean? That's big family energy right there.
Facts.
Well,
Um,
hey, if they She Bell sisters, they my sisters. Welcome, girls.
Yes.
But we
Karen.
could we could dive into this Dave Chappelle
Let's dive into it.
mess.
So, if y'all haven't been under a rock, or if you have, Dave Chappelle had a stand-up comedy special that he was taping for Netflix to be streamed. And a Zesty fan, ran up on stage, assaulted him, and also had a weapon. Luckily enough, Dave Chappelle is not with the shits, and
Right.
neither is the people that was on stage with him. And the number of people on stage with him to actually
Hold on now. I first
Whoa.
want to say Dave Chappelle is not Dave Chappelle from Half Baked. This is Dave Chappelle. I've been in the gym. Dave Chappelle. Like Dave Chappelle got a little husky.
This is Dave Chappelle. I don't give a fuck, Dave
Right.
Chappelle. He's a different Chris Rock.
Right. This is a different Dave Chappelle. It ain't sweet. It ain't sweet.
So the gentleman who ran up on stage attempted to hit Dave Chappelle and then was proceeded to be dragged to the back by multiple people that was on stage with Dave Chappelle in the background. And the guy left worse than he came.
Right.
He left beat up, scarred, broken.
So I heard it. I heard it was Dave Security. It was Jamie Foxx. It was Busta Rhymes. It was a lot of people.
It was a lot of people.
Hands on this man.
Now, let's get onto this. There was another person on that stage.
Who that?
The other person that was on that stage so happened to be Chris Rock.
What's up,
And Chris Rock said in Dave Chappelle's ear, "Damn, this guy hit you, but I got hit by the softest nigga in rap." Referring to Will Smith.
Right.
I got a problem with that, as I told before on the last show. Chris, you're playing with the wrong person, Chris. Will ain't got them brothers like you got. I'm one of Will brothers. I'm standing up for Will.
Look, the only reason I got a problem with that is because Chris, you should have handled that when it happened. Don't say nothing now. Don't say nothing now. You could have handled that when it happened.
Yeah, that's the only problem I got with it. Yeah. You let that man slap you and you stood there, but now you got so much to say after the fact. Right. Should have had that energy right then and there.
No, I don't agree, fellas. I don't agree. I'm not gonna let Chris Rock go down like that. He handled it the way he was supposed to. He handled it the way he was supposed to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. KD, if he was going to, then shut up. Don't say nothing. You don't gotta say nothing. You ain't gotta say nothing. Why are you speaking?
Well, of course he has to embrace it. The whole darn world, the freaking world is talking about it. That's all you hear.
If you're going to handle it like peacefully and professionally, then leave it at that. You can't handle it in that moment and then start talking shit now. No, it don't work like that.
You can't be gangster after the moment.
I don't agree, because if he see Will out one-on-one, I think he's gonna get him back.
Who the fuck he not?
I'm sorry, but I believe so. I believe he would. But I'm just gonna say this. Will, with what he's saying about that, Will is looking like that in their eyes now, because I'm telling you, the people, the big people, even those that was up on stage, they don't have respect for him anymore. Will is going to have to do a little cleanup work in order to gain that respect back.
KD, what do you mean? Who don't got respect for who?
I'm telling you, Will name is, he's not. I've heard some big names say that was a punk move that he pulled.
Right, but do you think
they are not happy with him?
Do you think that these people respected him in that way before this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Even if they got the feeling of it being a punk move, it is what it is. He did it. Right? So if they got issue with it, take it up with that man. Don't if you so upset with Will, then you take it up with Will.
Right.
Don't go on this media campaign, because he had an issue with Chris Rock. Who did he take it up with? Chris Rock. He handled what he needed to handle with the person he had an issue with. He didn't go slap producer of the show.
And don't say that shit on my stage.
Yeah.
Right. Say that shit on your own stage. Don't say that shit on my stage.
That's the thing. Who cares what anybody got an issue with? Will got to live with himself.
Right.
Will make his own money.
I agree.
Will can hire and fire them before they can hire and fire Will.
Man, he gonna be good regardless.
He good.
Right. And I will say this. They keep forgetting the man was protecting the honor of his wife. I don't care what kind of woman she is. No, I don't like the way she is not stepping up for her husband. She making us look bad. But you cannot overlook.
hold on, KD. Was he protecting the honor of his wife, or was he protecting the honor of his ego?
The honor of who?
Was he protecting the honor of his wife, or was he protecting the honor of his ego?
Great question, T. Great question. But it appears that he was protecting the honor of his wife. But now I had not thought about that. I mean, I guess guys would think that way, which in that case, it makes him look even weaker
Right.
to me.
It
They
will.
will look weak.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I can respect it more if he was really protecting the honor of his wife. But just to protect his ego, no, he have too much confidence to have to defend an ego. I
We don't
mean,
know
I
where
would,
Right.
yeah,
we don't
I couldn't
we
respect
don't know
him
where
if he
we
did
don't know
that.
where his confidence is, Katie. We don't know where his
Right.
confidence
And
is.
He's
that's
definitely
true. That's
bruised.
true.
Yeah.
That's
He's
true. But
definitely bruised. That ego is definitely
I'm,
bruised.
Right.
So he's
yeah, now it is.
he's
Of
probably
course.
dealing with
That
a little bit
that
of both.
that's
Yeah.
that's the one thing that burns me up about opinion, public's opinion, is cool. We can sit here and we can ridicule this man.
Right.
We can say what was right, what was wrong, but nobody is offering to sit down and have a conversation just to see exactly what the problem is. Troy just told us
Right.
he had issues with within himself because he couldn't express himself the right way.
Right.
His mental was interrupted. It was corrupt. It was ill. His mental was ill. He had mental health issues, right? His mental was sick. And it caused him to lash out for unnecessary reasons.
Right.
Lash it out people that he had relationships with that always did right by him. But because in that moment he couldn't get out of that illness, he looked at them differently.
But that's what I'm saying, though. I think that was an accumulation of a
It's
lot.
absolutely.
I don't think that he looked at it like, no, he disrespected Jada, so I'm gonna go up there and certain shit out of him. I think it's a lot of shit building up, and he's just like, all right, that's it.
And at this point, as colleagues, as supporters, as friends, or even people who consume him, who like him, reach out and say, I'm willing to listen. Or you got somebody that cares. And we don't do that. We'll ridicule first, we'll cut off, we'll cancel before we help them heal. All right? We'll cause a problem, we'll cause a bigger problem than more of a problem to them than it was before that. Because we'll cancel them and cut them off and take them away from that oxygen and help them breathe by cutting them off from the real world, which is love. We got to change our mindset. Like, our mindsets is so, we stuck in this. Somebody does something wrong, cancel them. Right. Somebody did something that we didn't like, cancel them. But we can go out here and we can have the same energy and it's cool. And you know what people's attitude is when they do it?
People are going to make mistakes, man.
Oh, I did it because I wanted to, or that's what I was on, or I was stepping, or I'm a stepper, or I'm outside. No, you're not.
But no, or anybody, does anybody know what provoked this? Was Dave Chappelle busting jokes on him? What happened?
He said he didn't like Dave Chappelle.
He came out of nowhere.
He didn't like him.
He didn't like him. He said his comedy specials was whack.
So why are you at the show?
Because he wanted smoke.
He wanted to smoke. He wanted that opportunity to get up there and try to do something. And he found that opportunity. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out that good for him. But, he wanted to take that chance.
Just walked in.
Somebody give him time.
So you came to the show, particularly to pick a fight with Dave Chappelle. That's what happened.
That's what it seemed.
He didn't know Dave was a real one. He didn't know Dave had them behind the stage.
Right.
He didn't know Buster and all them and Swiss Beats and all them boys is back there to go stomp this dude out.
Yeah.
They all stumped his ass.
Think it all the way through.
But I do feel like he should be charged with more than just misdemeanors, though. Like, I feel like that
it's a felony
alone, right? I feel like that offense alone, whether Dave was hurt or not, I don't feel like there should have been misdemeanors. Like, because then I feel like it'll give people, leeway to be like, oh, well, I ain't gonna get in that much trouble if somebody else want to try to jump bed and do this shit again. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Okay, so moving forward, what do y'all think comedians should do to try to prevent these things?
No.
I would have thought that they would have had like security or something anyway, but I guess like close enough, like, you know, for people not to be able to barrage up to the stage, but I guess not.
I think comedy was built off of that, the intimacy of the fan,
Right?
The candidness with the interaction with the crowd makes it that much more enjoyable. So I think by taking them, putting them further back, putting security around them, it takes away from the luster that is their career, which what they came up on, what is actually their thing.
So Kenya is saying that he was a broke rapper that just wanted a viral moment. So in this clout chasing era, do y'all think that, you know, people are just going too far just to go viral? Like they'll do anything, you know, just to go viral.
Yes, I told y'all my plan is to go viral. My sex tape, July 8th.
Oh shit!
Out of release already. Like, we're going #1. I'm telling y'all to play now. July 8th, the sex tape comes out.
Hold on now, because Maryland is saying that they need to be strapped on. That's like going way too far, bro. They can't.
You gonna have niggas getting clapped at.
Right?
We from Philly. Do not arm these comedians with guns. They crazy. Let somebody not clap if they joke. They shooting. That's the wrong thing to do.
Right. No, you just got to have security closer. You know, I guess they move them, you know, a certain distance just because, you know, film wise, they don't want to have security, you know, in the shot, but they still got to be within arm's reach of, if somebody gets too close, they need to be within arm's reach to be able to handle that.
But we're not yet. I'm not going to drop the sex tape. All right, please.
Oh.
I can't. My mom was watching. I forgot. Today's Mother's Day. Mom, I'm not doing it, Mom. Sorry. She hit me she in here right now. She's watching. Hey, Mom, I love you. Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, happy Mother's Day.
I was joking.
Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies in the comment. Yes. Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies in the comment.
Happy Mother's Day. But
what's up?
Aisha, Karen. I think we need to give a little moment of silence right here, right?
What's going on?
Somebody that's a part of our culture, part of our society, still a black man, regardless if you agree with his comments or not. Right. Passed away on Wednesday. So before we get into this next topic, you know, let's all just put, you know, the prayer emoji up for his family, Kevin Samuels, right? That's somebody who...
Look at Katie's face. Katie wants smoke. Katie got smoke. Katie got smoke.
No, I will not speak against the dead man. No, I do not.
You, Katie, why you being weird to us, Katie? What did you do? What is happening?
I am not going to speak ill of a dead man. Now, had I came upon him before his death, then yes, I could have, but not now.
Why did you say something like that, Katie? We can speak on that, Katie.
We can speak on it now, Katie. That's
what your problem was. That you got a problem with him. Like, what's your thoughts on Kevin Samuels? What's the problem? What did he do to you, Katie?
I don't know enough about the man. I looked up a little bit about it. It's my understanding that he gave out marital advice.
He gave out advice, and it wasn't just marital advice. It was like relationship.
Yeah, I have nothing to say about a dead man. My thing is the stupid women that would get advice from him. What's wrong with them?
Why are they stupid, though, Katie?
Because he belittled them. So why go to someone asking for advice when he belittled women?
But maybe you see it as belittling, and maybe they see it as he was being honest with them.
He was being honest. Yeah, that's what they see it as. Right. How is that any different if your girlfriend?
Maybe so. Like I said, I don't know enough about it, but you can be honest with empathy. You don't have to be honest with sarcasm.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not honesty.
That's what.
So
Yes.
you want me to sugarcoat?
Yes, it is honesty. You
No,
can give out honesty with empathy.
KD, I
You can
understand.
give out honesty with empathy. As we were
KD,
saying in the group one day, it's the delivery of
The
right.
it.
delivery.
I understand what you're
That's not a
saying.
very
Yo,
good delivery.
so
It's not
how am I supposed to
respected.
tell
It's
somebody
not
they ass
respected the
stink?
same way.
Am I
It's
supposed
not
to say,
respected the
"Oh,
same
by the
way.
way, can you please take a shower because you're
Right.
not smelling fresh?"
Right. It's not
Or
respected
do
the
I
same
say, "Yo, jump in the shower because you stink"?
way.
That's
Right.
the truth. Stop playing with people.
Right.
People are like, "Oh, I could wait another hour or two because I'm getting by." You tell a
Right.
person they stink right in the moment they go and take the shower.
Right. It's not
You
respected
don't
the
know.
same way.
No. You don't have to be rude about what you say. It's the delivery that you give. Unless you want to offend the
All right,
person.
Katie. All right, Katie. Let me play devil's advocate. So if somebody's fat, can I not just say, "Yo, you're fat"?
Can't say it, T.
What the fuck?
Say
Can't say
what
that,
now?
T.
I mean, but that's
Right.
not nice. It's
Somebody's
That's
not
fat.
bullying,
politically
T.
I
correct.
said if somebody's fat, can I not just say, "Yo, you're fat"?
You're bullying them, T. Stop.
I mean, you would be telling the truth, absolutely. And you're entitled to your truth. You're entitled to express that. But it's just not politically correct, and it's hurtful, and it to hear it.
Hmm.
Like if I would have said, like, you
Hey,
know,
ladies. Hey, ladies.
yeah,
This is Uncensored Minds.
right.
That
No,
but T, that is not okay. T, now we just had this discussion last week. Constructive criticism. That
Yeah,
is destructive criticism. You don't want to destruct a person. You want
That's
to
true.
construct them.
Can I ask you a question? Is Ileana
Hmm.
Von Zant any different?
right.
Her
but
ass
yeah,
is
So,
ignorant.
certainly.
Her ass is
so what
ignorant
now?
to both men
Ayala be
and
the
women.
same way,
But
KD.
but y'all loathe her. Y'all
Right.
say she gives the best advice because
She be harsh. She
she's
be harsh
harsh on
too.
men or she's
Mhm.
whatever.
Who?
She delivers
Who?
the truth
Yana Van Sant.
unadulteratedly. She gives the
Oh,
truth unfiltered. Nobody
Right.
says that her and Kevin Samuels basically is the same person. One is
Right.
a male, one's a
They are.
female.
Right.
Nobody don't rag on her, Miss Von Zant, and say she done anything wrong. Is it because
well, like us, I don't know enough about either one of them. Now, with her,
That's
it is
what I'm
my
saying, Katie. You
understanding.
don't have to do your research and you want to throw people under the bus all the time.
Yeah.
But
It's the
she
delivery.
she she is real and hard on a family. He was doing it just to win. She
He
does
wasn't
it
doing,
to any
hold
woman.
on.
No,
Hold
he
on,
does
Katie.
it
He
across
wasn't
the
doing it just to
board.
women. He
Just to
also did it to men
he
too.
did it? He did it to
yeah.
men
He
too.
He did
also
it to
told
men
men
too.
that they weren't.
Oh, men were dumb enough to go on there and get advice from him too.
Why is everybody being dumb, Katie? They're just having conversations.
They have conversations. He would go
Right.
live with them.
They just having
What
conversations.
was he licensed? Was he licensed?
A
Licensed.
lot
He's a
of people, a
licensed
lot of
therapist.
people's not
He's
licensed.
a licensed therapist. Ileana Von Zant ain't licensed. She's
Right.
just a black woman that want to discuss other black people.
Okay, well, with either one of us, if I go to someone and you start talking to me in a downgraded way, I'm walking anyway. I mean, it's the way I want the truth, but it's the way I want it delivered to me. If I
That's what
feel like
I'm saying.
you're delivering it to me in a destructive way, well, then I'm gonna start down destructing back, and then that's not gonna be any good.
KD, if we're in an argument, right, and then I'll be like, KD, can you be quiet? Are you gonna respect that?
No.
Depending on how you say it.
How
Now,
I,
what you mean, though?
how I just said it, KD. Just how I just said it. Just how I just said it, KD. Are you gonna respect that?
No.
No, no, you're not gonna
Yeah,
respect it.
I might
No, KD.
because we're friends.
In
I
the midst,
might.
look, in the midst of a heated argument, Katie, you're not gonna respect that.
No, oh, well, you're right. In the midst of a
So
heated argument, no, I'm not.
so so basically what we're saying is if we don't like what a person is saying, we can use this play on words of it ain't what you saying, it's how you saying it,
That's a
because
cop
it could
out.
be delivered with the utmost respect and honesty, and because it's honest, it's looked upon as, oh, you talking to me harsh.
Mhm.
I don't agree, Nell, because you can deliver anything in an empathetic way. It just depends on
All
if
right,
you want it
let's
delivered
go,
in an
let's do
empathetic
a two
way.
let's do a quick 30-second role play, right? If I come to you and say, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, baby, how you? I want to talk to you about something. I didn't like what you did earlier today. It was totally unnecessary and uncalled for, and it landed on me real wrong. What you gonna do? You looking
Okay,
at me?
well then that delivery is acceptable for me. I mean, that right there is not in a offensive way to like start an argument.
Okay,
But now,
but even if you
Hold on,
understand something,
hold on now. Ish.
Yeah.
if a man comes to you with this soft little baby
you
voice,
gonna let the nigga like,
are you listening and respecting it?
nope,
Probably not.
nope,
Exactly. let's be
Probably not.
nope.
let's be honest and truthful.
It's yeah.
okay, I'm
It's
sorry, but
it's
I can okay, but that is each. Every woman don't
mm,
feel like that.
not
All
like
right, but
that,
if you
right?
understand,
Y'all want to judge it by each because she's agreeing with y'all. But the
no,
truth is,
I
every woman is not the
no,
same.
but the
right.
truth is the truth though. So let's say
Right.
this though. So even if
Right, the truth is the truth. Every woman is not the same. Whereas
Right.
each would
No,
look at it like that, every woman wouldn't.
every woman's
so
not
if
like
I
that.
tell you that something's bothering me or something that you did bother me, and I'm emotional from it,
Right.
and we're having a conversation and emotions is coming out, are you not looking at it as I understand that he's emotional or they're emotional because they're telling me about their feelings. So they're going to get a little emotional. Doesn't mean they're trying to hurt me. Doesn't mean they're trying to be disrespectful to me. It's just how they are feeling in that moment.
Right.
If you with that person and y'all say y'all love each other, you with them, you're in a relationship with them, and they get a little you get a little hot. It's because they feeling something in the moment. Don't mean they disrespecting you. It just mean that they trying to tell
And
you
that's
something
true.
they're
I
feeling.
agree with that totally. I
So are you
agree with that totally.
So are you turning your listening skills off because that person's voice is a little heightened, or they're speaking with passion? Because it's the difference with passion and disrespect.
Right.
And we take
Well,
passion
that
because
depends.
So
That
y'all both
depends.
feel
And
like
this is
he was
how.
passionate.
I
hmm,
feel like he was just telling the truth. So let's dive into what he was actually saying.
Yeah, I
So
just would like to get
so
y'all thoughts on that.
he's basically saying if a female wants to marry a millionaire and she's not even on that level, the millionaire is like most likely not to look at her. That's all he said. That's all he was saying. And he said the same thing about men. So if she's a lawyer or whatever, and you work at McDonald's, you're not on that level. That's all he was saying. That's all he was saying. There's no reason that you can aspire to bigger things. But when somebody on that level doesn't look at you like you're on the level, you can't really get mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he was saying.
but how is that
Right.
any different? Yeah, I
Now
get it.
that it's certain things he say I agree with. I mean, yeah, he just told the
Right.
truth right there.
Yeah. So what
That's what
he's saying is
I'm
any different than
saying.
what he's saying. How is he saying anything different than what y'all girlfriends is saying to y'all about the niggas y'all talking to?
All right.
I'm sure y'all girlfriends be y'all in front of y'all girlfriends, and y'all girlfriends know you might have a little issue with you and your man or whatever, and because y'all go back and tell them every fucking thing. They got their own issue. They got their own comments
Mm-hmm.
about that shit. They saying shit about your man that ain't decent. They telling you what it is. How is that any different? The man is being a man. He's being honest. He
Right.
ain't being fake, political. He's being real. What's
So
wrong
you
with
think
that?
the extra antics and you know possible misogynistic light that he kind of shed every now and again was for viewership? Like, I
Possibly.
mean, everybody's entitled to opinions and
Right.
everybody's entitled to bring it to you rough and rugged and raw because honestly, sometimes that's the way some people accept it. Is if it's rough and raw. If
Hmm.
it's
All right. All right.
soft and
All right. I
passive,
got a
then maybe
question.
we might not accept
All
it.
right, so you asked the question about is his delivery or his whatever, right?
Mm.
At an early
Hmm.
age, I found out I was allergic to onions and mayonnaise, right? That don't
Hmm.
mean I'm gonna stop going to parties that got potato salad at it. If I don't want to eat it, I ain't eating it. If I don't like what he's saying, turn the TV channel. I
Right.
gotta fucking listen
Right.
to it.
Okay, Nell, you may okay, and see, I was just about to say
I
something
don't
like
gotta
that,
pick that
Nell.
spoon up and put it in my mouth. So if I don't enjoy it, then I'm staying away from it. But that
Mhm.
don't necessarily mean
Well,
what he's saying is wrong or he a bad person.
that's what I was about to say. He had his audience, And his audience is just like our audience. They go there because they enjoy him. So obviously, the ones that went there, even though they knew his delivery was in a harsh way, well, then that's still what they expected. So yeah. Now, me on the other hand, I wouldn't have been in his audience because I know that I would not appreciate that type delivery from somebody like him. Yeah, I can go to my best friend and talk. Yeah, I can do. I can get it from her. She know me. She know my situation. But a
Right.
stranger, I personally could not
Okay,
do it.
okay, Katie. Okay, Katie. So you wouldn't have listened. So you can't call the women that did listen stupid. Like, that's judgmental. Y'all want to talk about being judgmental? That's
Right.
judgmental to the motherfucker, right?
Little slip of the
Y'all want
tongue. Little slip of the
right.
tongue.
Y'all want to sit there and listen
We're
to that
all
motherfucker
human,
talk
okay?
stupid.
Yes,
Right, right.
that's judgmental to the mother.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I see
We're
Evan.
all human.
I see Evan in the comments saying that. Why can't she want a rich man if she were? I never said you couldn't want to date a rich man. I said you can't be mad if that rich man looks down and says no.
Do y'all? He made a
That's what I
comment.
said.
The
I didn't
person
say
that
nobody couldn't
the
get
person
no.
that gets the most flack, that interview that he actually had that gets a lot of flack. Do you know who he was interviewing? He was
Who?
interviewing Brittany. What's her name? Brittany Griner. I want to say her name
Britney
wrong.
Spears?
Not Britney Spears.
Who's
Oh,
Brittany?
The black girl who had the
Aisha.
baby by the basketball player, PJ Washington's baby mom.
Oh.
That last name. I know who you talking about though.
Brittany G. It began with a G. He was talking about her. Do
Right.
y'all know who she is? She
She
intentionally got pregnant by
Yeah.
a basketball player, married this man for 2 days to divorce him so she can get alimony and child support because she doesn't want to work.
Right.
She's using
mm,
the baby
Oh.
as a job application and
Right.
she's using the marriage as her 401k.
Right.
So you tell me if that doesn't warrant a conversation to be had or to him to speak candidly about her actions. She's
Right.
in front of him. He's telling her, you're not worthy of that money that this man is making because you had a baby by him.
Hold on now. I got a question for the ladies, right? So I've seen a lot of women say, he's misogynistic, he's this, he's that, and that's all good. And my question is, even if him ban that, there's still women for him, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea.
Just not your cup of tea. Right.
that's right.
Absolutely. I agree.
This ain't lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
That's all. I mean, maybe it was a harsh delivery, but sometimes that's how that's just how we speak. I'm sorry.
Karen,
Well, like I said, he had his audience and they loved him, so
They did.
they went to him.
are you a fan
Just like the other lady,
are
huh?
you a fan of the City Girls? Do you enjoy their music? Do you listen to them? Do you follow them?
No,
Why?
You like Big Lotto?
But that's what I was getting at.
I don't follow her. I just like that particular song. I just like that particular song.
Exactly. So what I think what we're getting at, not what I think, but what we're getting at is you can like a song, you can like a message. You ain't gotta like the genre that is being presented. You ain't gotta like the video that's being shot with the song.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So,
At the end of the day,
hold on. Now I got a question for them. So he's basically saying, if a guy came to y'all and he had like 7 kids by 7 different baby moms, would that be entertaining to you?
Would that be what?
Would you entertain him?
Hell no.
That's all he was saying. That's all he was saying in the reverse. He's saying to women, why should a guy entertain you if you have that on your side?
Right.
That's all.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
it's T, you know what it is? It's the delivery.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
the deliveries, definitely. He had
Now-
valid points.
If you
and
don't if you don't bring it to my house with the certain way I want it, they're not opening the door for it.
Mhm.
It's just what it is. Because
I mean, because you feel like it.
hey,
Yeah, and you think about this, like most women are already knowing the truth, honestly. You know what I mean? They're knowing the truth. And then when they hear it
Right.
a specific way, it makes it even 20 times worse. And then it's like, oh, well, shit. Like, you know what I mean? That's fucked up how he said it to me. You know what I mean? So I think the delivery is definitely
Listen, sometimes the truth hurts.
Yeah.
It does. It does. But you know, if I was somebody struggling with obesity and things like that, I don't want a man coming on saying, "Oh yeah, and by the way, you're fat."
Right.
Go, and then that's gonna make me run and go eat a hot dog. Like,
right. But
what kind of shit?
Hold on. I also said before. I also made this a topic before. You have to be what you expect in return. I also said that before, right?
I bet.
So if you know that you're this, and that, but you want something that's not that,
right?
You can't get mad at the shit that's not that.
No, you're right.
You know why you can't get mad? Because you're gonna run into somebody who ain't with it.
Right.
Who wanna hold you accountable for the
Right.
shit that you say you can handle and that you can do.
Right.
That's why the topic of what can you bring to the table ain't just a bunch of fucking words. Right. It's actions. Because that person that you ran into built the house that table was going to be housed in. So they're not trying to hear just a bunch of words. They want actions with that. And you can't be mad at somebody delivering the message the way that they want to deliver it was best for their life.
So let me ask y'all both personally, both the ladies. So if your partner says something to you that's the truth, but you don't like how he said it, are you mad at him or are you listening to what the fuck he said?
They mad.
That depends on how it come out. That depends on if we're having an argument at the time. That depends on when he bring it out. Just don't hit me with it when I'm already going through something.
Look, if we going out on a date and you say, "How does this look, honey?" and I say, "That looks like shit. Put something else on." Are you gonna put something else on?
If you say it like that, see, damn right I'm gonna get mad. If you say it look like shit,
I can say it however I want to say it. I mean, I can say it however I want to say it.
But it's rude. It's just rude.
Then why ask the man?
Well, listen, I say both because listen, especially from our significant other, like we want y'all to love up on us all the time, even when we look bad. So yeah, I'm gonna feel some kind of way. I'm gonna be upset. I'm like, damn, babe, don't even think I look sexy tonight. That's fucked up. But then I'm gonna be listening to him as well and taking heed and switching it up. So I might be pouting as I'm putting on a new dress or something. You know what I mean? So it'll be both for me.
But would you rather this nigga lie to you and say you look good and you look a mess?
Right.
And then he don't want to take no pictures with you tonight? Because you looking hit?
Look, hey no. You know you've heard this, right? Sometimes we might not even have to say nothing hard. Sometimes we can't hide our facial emotion.
That's what I was about to say.
So
even the face says it all.
That's what I'm saying. So even when you ask me something, my face is already going to say it. So are you grown enough to be able to fucking take it? That's all. You grown up. It's time to stop being coddled. We can't keep coddling everybody.
You bring it, but the only thing I'm saying is, depending on the delivery, it could start a damn fight. That's all I'm saying.
You know what used to be the candor? Like it used to be, if you ain't paying for it, don't speak on it. Oh, you're not paying for my hair. You're not paying for my nails. You're not paying for my outfit. You can't say nothing. Shit, I'm paying for the shit, so I'm saying something. I pay. I'm paying.
No, I don't even care if I pay for it.
You look, and that's cool. You pay to be the boss. You pay the cost to be the boss. That's what my mom used to always say.
You got with
pay the cost to be the boss.
You got with me because you seen the boss qualities.
Right.
So if you ask me a question, can I not be real? This shit don't look good. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. If you going out with me and you ask my opinion, I'm gonna give it to you however it comes. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna PC it. It's gonna be however it comes.
Y'all drilled in our hair so long. We've been drilled in our hair. We want honesty. All we want is honesty. We don't want nothing else but honesty.
Like that though.
Now but honesty. Now we want honesty, but you gotta be careful with the honesty. You gotta deliver it in the egg. Because if it falls to the side, it might fall and break. Cut it out.
Why can't it be babe? that fit ain't it, and then slap on the ass and kiss on the cheek and make her
But
feel that much better.
That's right.
Like, you know, I gotta
Exactly.
be like,
Thank you,
oh,
Aisha.
hold on.
like,
Thank you.
Even if a man
It
does
took
do
y'all
that,
an hour and 15 minutes to put that
hold on, Nell.
bullshit on.
Hold on now.
And we already fucking 2 hours late.
No, even if a man did do that, they still would feel some type of way because they're gonna be like, he don't like my outfit. They still gonna be in their feelings about it.
Or
I
he
don't
don't
know, a little
or he
bit.
don't love me no more. Or somebody else, or the other girl had it on, or she had something. It all crazy shit. Why don't we say babe? I could say babe. I don't like that change. That's another hour and 15 minutes. I gotta wait.
Right.
That's why I said
Well, I don't have those problems because every time I step, I'm ready. So I don't have those
I know
problems.
that's right. I know that's right. Yes.
That was written
Yes.
on the Nell face.
we can't even get t-shirt colors in order.
Yes.
We have a hard time getting t-shirt
Right.
colors in order on Thursday to Sunday. God bless you, Karen. God bless you.
Hilarious.
Yo,
But I'm
that's
always
okay.
ready, right?
So we open the door.
We gotta move on.
That last segment right there, open the door.
Hold on now. Before we move on, I just want to say there's another, RIP, because I don't know if y'all know or not, but this singer named Jewel, who was from Death Row, she was on Tupac's Thug Passion. She was on a lot of Dr. Dre's song. She just passed away too at 53.
Wow.
So rest in peace to Jewel. If y'all was Death Row, she was on a lot of Snoop records, a lot of Dr. Dre records, a lot of Tupac records. So
Wow.
Wow, rest in peace. Didn't know that.
Wow, rest in peace.
Wow.
Rest in peace. Wow. So much
Tomorrow's
that
not
going on.
promised.
Is it safe for me to come back in?
You
know my affiliation.
You
know my affiliation.
You good?
Sorry.
You good?
Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels.
Let's move on. What's next on the docket, man?
All right. So we're doing something here this week that we totally is out of our character, totally new to all of us here, but we giving the power to you. You know how we normally ask the questions?
People in the audience.
When y'all to answer the questions. Y'all. So this is Q&A time with the audience. Y'all are allowed to ask T, Aisha, Karen, and Troy a question. Any question.
Who is Troy? Oh,
again,
you.
T, Aisha, Karen, and Troy.
Oh, you gonna take yourself out of it? No, he didn't.
I'm the moderator. I gotta pay attention.
Oh no.
Listen, people. Listen. Y'all can ask any of us personally a question, or you can ask a question to the whole panel. So get y'all questions ready. Put y'all questions in the chat box. What are y'all questions for any of the UnCensored Mindcast or all of us, as a group? What are y'all?
So let's start them off. Let's ask a question. The four of us, somebody pick a person that they want to ask a question, and they can ask it. So the people in the audience can see how easy it is.
Okay.
T.
Who's going to ask one of us a question?
Go ahead, Ish. What's up?
I'll ask T. How do you magnificently juggle all of your talents? Because I'm bowing down. How? It's only 24 fucking hours in a day. Tell me how.
It takes something that I had to learn, like patience. It takes patience, which is something that I had to learn, throughout the years. So it takes a lot of patience, and it takes a lot of willing to continuously learn. So that's my main thing, is to continuously learn. So as long as I'm continuously learning, I know how to, time management, all that, put all that together, and put it in a nice bow.
Nice.
All right, so hold up. We got a special guest in here today, right now. He wants to say, I want to wish a happy Mother's Day to everyone. Peace and blessings to everyone on the show, especially Shebelle and Karen. Much love, crew. If anybody know who Mr. Parker Place 757 VA is, that's the one in Leon Judge. So we welcome Leon to UnCensored Minds. Thank you, brother, for showing up this evening and wishing the ladies a happy Mother's Day. It's all love.
Thanks.
Thank you, Leon.
Thank you.
We got a question from the audience.
What's up?
T, this
What's
question
up?
is for you. Angela says, "How much longer we gotta wait?"
Am I in the hot seat today or something? What's going on? I'm the only one in the hot seat.
Yeah.
All right. The book is coming soon. I gotta finish it up soon as I get some time to sit still with it. It's done in my head. I just gotta finish writing it out though. But it'll be coming soon. What is this? What month is this? I don't pay attention to months anymore. May. All right. So I'm gonna say I'll give it August, September.
Nice.
What's up? What's the next question, people? What's up?
Y'all gotta have questions because y'all be hitting our inboxes.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, I will ask one of Aisha while we're waiting for the audience. Aisha,
Yes,
you know, it's been lovely having you here. So glad to have some girl power on. But I know that you have a job that you have to get up for early every morning. And I know that you've been having some issues with your mom. How do you find that this is a relief for you as a stress relief? Meeting with us like even on a Thursday. Because I myself, I love it. The guys they give me heck, I give them heck. But we are a family, and anytime that I can, interact with y'all, to me, that's a stress reliever.
Yes. Yeah, I definitely feel like I welcome it so much. I'm so happy to be a part of the team, and thank you guys for welcoming me. I truly, truly appreciate it. And I do find it to be a big stress. Like every day for me is on, always. From the time I wake up at 4:30 to the time my head hits the pillow at 8:30, 9 o'clock. It's always on go. So the reprieve that I get with you
Mm.
guys is just totally like needed. You know what I mean? It just gives me even like our text message, like our group chats, like the laughs and the fun that we have or the seriousness that we come across, like it's such a reprieve from the everyday hustle and bustle for me that it's just an amazing part of my world now, and I love it and I need it. It's much needed. Thank you all.
Yeah, this is our own therapy session. So
I got a question.
Come on, Katie. What is happening with this lady?
I love no faces, Joe.
What is happening with this lady?
I got a question for the three of them. What's next? What are you working on? We just heard T say he's working on, getting the second installment of the book, which we also heard is going to be a trilogy.
Right.
That should be coming in August, September sometime. Ish, what are you working on? We know you got Raw Honey. What does that look like? Where you taking that? What else?
All right, hold on now. Before Ish answers this question, can somebody tell Katie that she can mute herself or block her camera before she just what are we doing here?
Karen been showing booty all night.
Bro, we had this conversation earlier before we started. Karen, sit down.
What is
Chill out.
Okay, y'all, I have to share this with y'all, okay? My dog was having a fit at the door. I gave her a bath today. My little niece, Alani, just a little over a year old, I opened the door to finally let my dog in. She is full of candy spots, have candy all over her, everywhere.
Good.
So she was trying to escape. I had to let her in.
All right, go ahead now.
I'm sorry. My apologies.
That question.
All right, so
Ish, before we go to this question from the audience, go ahead. What was the question, Ish? What's next?
Yeah, what's next? What everybody got working with? What everybody working on next?
Yeah.
With the audience we got going on individually.
Yeah. So it's Raw Honey. I kind of want to branch out from that too. Like I want to get into like more interactive like gathering shows and things of that nature. I kind of want to venture off into that. It's just a matter of finding like a nice comfortable space for those things to like kind of go down in. So I kind of want to like bring the kink world in a little bit to Philly. I know it's being done a little bit, but I kind of want to put it like on a different level. So I'm thinking about things like that. I'm also working with another company I have, DNA Creative Group. So we kind of, you know, fashion, photography, artists, you know, music, things like that. So I kind of focus a lot of time on that too.
All right. They said, how did you come up with the name, Ish?
What, Raw Honey?
Right.
So I was thinking, I don't really know how I came about it. Like I just wanted it to be like sensual and edgy at the same time. So raw, of course, being kind of like in your face, sexy, sex, raw, and then the honey just being a softer, like sensual type. So I don't know. I just put it together and came up with it. Like,
All right. What's up? Where do we want to begin now? There's questions ahead.
All right, so let's go up. Let's not miss anything right here. Let's go to Dana. Looks like a new person to the podcast. Welcome, Dana.
What's
a new
up?
name,
What's
right?
up?
So Dana says,
Dana.
"One can answer. You all seem to have a good vibe, and you get along well. How long have you all known one another, and what brought on the podcast?"
All right, this is what happens. So I'll start. The podcast came about because I used to do music battles on my Facebook page.
Who's the winner?
Nell is like the 5-time reigning champ right now. Nell is the 5-time reigning champ. I used to do music battles on my Facebook page. So then a friend of mine named Judge, who's in the comments, he came to me with the idea of us putting a podcast together. So we put the podcast together with me, Judge, and KD. So we worked on that for a while. We took a break. We brought it back. The people said they wanted it to come back. Judge stepped away. Nell stepped in. And then I brought Aisha. So as far as how long we've known each other, I've known Nell for like ever and a day.
Mm-hmm.
I've known Ish for probably a couple years now, probably 2 years now. Mm-hmm. And KD probably about the same amount of time.
Yeah, just to answer that question, man, we've known each other now. I'm in my 40s, so I've known him since I was 9 years old. So that's over 30 years of friendship.
Wow.
Karen, I met her, you know, with a recurring role back on the Sunday Night Wind Down platform when they were on there. And I met Ish through that same platform and then going with this new format here. So,
and I do want to say that we appreciate you saying that we have a good vibe together because we're still building our chemistry together. Yes. We just got started, you know, building this 4 of us, the chemistry together. So thank you for, you know, acknowledging that. We're still working on that. Yes. What else? What else?
So we got a question from one of our top fans here. One of those people that we love a lot, an author, a friend, and a big supporter, Kenya Graves. So she said, T and Aisha, with y'all being busy on a normal day when selling your products, what is the best way you found to market them?
You want to go, Aisha, or you want me to go?
Yeah, I could go first. So for me, it's a little difficult because like Instagram and certain platforms will block a lot of when I post products or certain things. And sometimes because I don't have a lot of time, I can't continuously try to alter it for them to then accept it. So a lot of the times I am not able to market, you know, through social media because of that. Therefore, you know, I'm trying to figure out ways to be able to get to the audience a little more straightforward without being able to post the products on social media. So I'm trying to like engage people a little bit more in other areas in hopes to drive the traffic to the website without posting. And I mean, I've seen everything from fucking to everything on social media, but as soon as I post a little vibrator with a little tongue or something flickering, somebody got a problem with it, and they, you know,
that's somebody reporting you, Ish.
Yeah, well,
that's haters, yo.
There you go.
That's somebody hating.
I cannot, for the life of me, like catch a break with that. But you know, I'm trying to get better on the marketing, the products, and things of that nature. It's a little difficult for me.
What I want to say is, word of mouth is like the greatest thing of all time. So word of mouth helps the most. You also have to work on websites and social media presence and all that. But word of mouth keeps me, you know, moving every day. Word of mouth keeps business in my pockets every day. That's the biggest thing that works for me. So it's about your relationships and your network. So if you have a good network, they'll help you, move along. No, but somebody got a question for you now. We ain't gonna let you off the hook.
Let me jump in that one real quick too. So people know that I got my own thing as well, Friday Night Lights, where I also sell things and have product. I think one of the biggest ways that I've marketed and was able to get my product out there was incorporating my supporters.
Right.
So allowing my supporters to be walking billboards, not looking at them as being a billboard, but looking at them as being a family member, and them supporting and taking my brand everywhere that they went. I made it user friendly. So it made people ask them, damn, that's hot. Where you get that from? Which only brought more traffic my way, which allowed me to grow organically, the brand organically. So when you see me wearing shirts like this is me marketing my product, right? When you see other people with that across their chest, they're not just marketing my product, they're showing the family vibe that we all got, because that's how the marketing ability is made to be more of a family than just a product.
Yeah, I want to piggyback off that now, because you endorsing your own products is also like one of the best promotions, because like when I travel and stuff, people see a lot of my stuff and they always, grab me or, try to talk to me and say, where did you get that from?
It's crazy because I'm so shy. People don't think that. That's another fun fact of the day about me. I'm a shy person. So when somebody says, damn, that's nice, where you get that, I get a little reclusive, right? I actually do, because I hate attention.
Right.
People are like, you're wrong, you're lying. You love attention. You're always posting pictures of yourself. No, I actually am opposite. I don't like a lot of attention. So when somebody come up to me and say, where you get that? I'll say, oh, I got this from Friday Night Lights. I don't even say I made it. As crazy as that may sound, I'm like, oh, yeah, I got it from Friday Night Lights. And then I'll go into say what Friday Night Lights means. And they say, oh, that's dope. And then they'll follow. And then they're like, well, that's you, ain't it?
Right.
Right.
So if they stop me in the streets, I'm claiming it, and I'm letting them know what the word is.
So that's what it is.
We do have a question for you.
Getting your product out there, wearing your product, going everywhere but your product. If you sell books, clothing, whatever, keep it in your car.
Right. No,
and take it with you, because you're gonna have people that don't like it, and you're gonna have people that's gonna love it.
Marilyn, your shirt is on the way. I see you in the comments. Your shirt is on the way. All
right, so Marilyn says, no, your shirt says, I love S Gang. Tell me what the S stands for.
No, that's not what she said. Read it again.
No.
Mama is on here.
Read it again now.
It says, what S word do you love the most, man?
What S? Serenity.
Come on, man. See, you just had to talk earlier about
good answer, Nell. Good answer, Nell.
All right, so the I love S Gang. The S stands for
all
right, my favorite S. All right, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a band. We said we was gonna keep it funky with 100%. So my favorite S is sucking.
Sucking, yeah.
I like to get sucked on.
Don't get it
I like the sucking. Both, and to enjoy doing it, and to enjoy getting it done. So the S stands for sucking, and the sucking could be anywhere. Sucking your ear, your lip, your nipple. What you place that where you want to place it.
Okay.
All
right, so we're gonna go to Judge's question, actually, right? Let's go to Judge's question. Judge asked a great question. So I got a question now. When is your book coming out? The people need it. I talked about this on prior shows before I actually started working on a book. I started writing little excerpts and started doing little things, little poems, little messages and things like that. I put that to the back burner just because I wanted to focus myself other places, right? And what that looks like for me is supporting my friends. My homie hit me like, yo, let's do this. I love sneakers. My time is devoted to Wednesdays on not just doing a sneaker show.
Hold. Since you won't go into the sneaker conversation, I'm gonna let y'all know that I'm real pissed off at Nell right now because he got a pair of sneakers that I wanted and didn't even tell me that they was available. Like, what are we doing?
Hold up. I got it. I actually got an explanation for that. I tried to tell him that they was coming out, and when I did, it was sold out when I got back.
That's crazy.
But it's a surprise coming for the whole Wednesday. But so a lot of my time and attention has been focused on not just myself, but focusing other areas to help my friends. You know, T hit me like, no, you love sneaks, I love sneaks. Let's do this. We do that, and that ain't just sitting in front of the phone talking about sneakers. It actually goes out doing research, traveling different places. I just traveled to New York the other day. What's that? Thursday to do some research. I traveled out to the mall today to do some research. So it's all about making sure that you support your friends the way that you want to support your friends. Doing this on Sundays and helping Karen and doing things with.
Oh no, we have to remind the people that this shit is a lot of fucking work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
We don't just come over here and randomly talk. This shit is a lot of fucking work.
A lot goes in this. Like we juggling 2 different shows a week. So we getting the plans together for Wednesdays. We getting the plans together for Thursdays. Right. Also, the other 2 hosts, the other 2 ladies, they got things going on too that requires us to be a part of that as well because they're our family. Right. Karen got her thing, Karen's Corner, or Katie on the Move, or whatever Karen is doing at the time. We support that. Aisha got Raw Honey when she got events. We there supporting that. Mm-hmm. So it's intricate. The wheels of us moving is moving. So that's what it is. So
all right, now somebody has a question for Katie. What's up, Katie? You're next. You're next.
Who is that? Who is it?
Brenda Robinson. Brenda Robinson wants to know, I would love to explore acting. Can you give some advice on where and how to start?
Sure. If you are truly interested in acting, the only thing you need to do is, depending on where you are, go to your local state and just type in casting companies. Get in touch with them. Ask them if they have background acting to where you can start submitting so that you can get a step into the door. Once you get a step into the door, then you can start talking to other actors and start just getting your name in there. Not only that, that can let you know if acting is really something you want to do. Because a lot of people say they want it, but when you get there, it's not really what you want.
Katie, you have to let them know about the 12 to 15 hours on set. You have to let them know.
Yeah, it's hard. It's not easy at all. Be prepared to work anywhere from, if you work 8 hours a day, that's lucky. But it's going to be anywhere from 12 to 16 hours when you're on set. If you're booked, like say, for 8 days, well, guess what? For 8 days, you're going to be working 14 to 16 hours. You don't have a life when Katie, you are filming. You don't have a life.
Katie, you're sitting on set for like 16 hours straight when you might only be shooting for 5 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You're just sitting there.
Katie, I don't have time to do all that research. Can you? So this is my question. I don't have time to do all the research. Can you call Tyler Perry up and get me directly in?
I'm sorry, my man. I don't have that kind of point. If I did, I would be in there a little bit more, Nell. So I don't have quite.
We're not going to jump over somebody's question, but to piggyback off something that you said, Kenya says, I saw you on the staircase the other night in episode 3.
Somebody saw me, finally. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. I haven't even seen myself, Kenya.
So this question is for Ish.
Ish, you on the hot seat. Ish, what's up?
Ish, they coming. They want these. They want this type.
Yeah. So Cynthia's question is, Aisha, if I was a beginner with sex toys, what would you recommend? So for beginners, I like to tell them to start out nice and easy. Something like a nice little sensual stimulant and a vibrator that can act, of course, as the clitoral stimulator. And also, if you wanted to actually insert it into your vagina and all of that good stuff, not anything too pushy or too outrageous to start with. Yes.
Is that the bullet?
Yeah, you could get the bullet. You could start with the bullet. A lot of people don't like the wires I mean, they obviously have gotten, you know what I mean, more craftier. They don't have the wires. A lot of people don't like the original bullet that had that dumb, stupid wire. Now everything is like kind of wireless or rechargeable or batteries. But yeah, you could do a bullet, or you can do something like the one Nell just put up. Nell, can you show that again? Because I don't have any of my toys with me.
Can you explain why I have shit like this too? Though? I don't think people understand why.
Now, listen, I mean, I know that eventually it's going to be a beautiful basket that at some point will be, distributed to a lucky winner with all goodies from Raw Honey, from Friday Night Lights, from Karen D on the Move and Karen's Corner, and also Tailor Made Tees and Tailor Made Kicks. Yes, yes, yes. So that's why you have that, unless you was planning to do something else, with it.
Yeah, you just supporting the fam, man.
I supported the fam. I went and supported the fam.
Yes, you did. Yes,
and made sure I coughed up. You did. You just can't go there and hug and say, "All right, I was here." You got to support the people. Buy something.
All right, piggyback off
but I got a little problem with Aisha's advice, though, y'all.
What?
You tell them to go small. Tell her to get the 15-inch.
No, they can't.
Kill your inside joint.
That's gonna scare a beginner. That's gonna scare a beginner. Maybe not Cynthia. She might like that. I'm not sure, but sometimes the beginners want to start off small and then work their way up to, bigger and larger things, orgasms, etc.
Don't get the rose, beginners. Don't get the rose. Stay away from the rose.
The rose is light.
The rose light. That's the light situation. All right, so
crazy. Yes.
If a person wanted to get into the toy business, how do they get started? And that's coming from Tara.
Okay, so this is how I did it. I used to actually go and see this individual. It used to be set up like a Tupperware party, honestly, but for sex toys. Like, I don't know if people are my age, but there used to be things called Tupperware parties where women would come and she would sell Tupperware and she would pass along her little plastic containers to everyone in the audience. And they would, look at this color, look at that, da 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 da. So that's how her toy demonstrations were set up, just like a Tupperware party. She would pass around the dildos, the one that shakes, the one that wiggles, the vibrators, the little creams. You put it on your nipples. Ooh, tingly, nice. And so I used to be like, wow. I used to be really excited going to her demonstrations. And years later, when I was brainstorming on something that I was just really passionate about, or something that I really liked and something that I really enjoyed, I was like, bing, 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 sex toys. So, basically, I guess the first step is knowing that this is something that you want to do, knowing something that you're going to be passionate about, knowing that it's going to be some brick walls that you're going to, be up against, even in the world where sex sells. Like, it's going to be people that's not going to be accepting of it, or, you're not going to have people that's going to, want to follow you or want to support you, or whatever the case may be. And then, you just got to stand firm in what you want to do. Secondly, find a good distributor, or find how you want to, obtain your products. You know what I mean? Where do you want to get them from? What quality of products do you want to have, and all of that good stuff. And then, you come up with something that's going to stand out from any of the big, wholesale companies that we have out here. What's going to kind of set you aside? So, you come up with a slogan, or you come up with a way that you present yourself, and, just kind of find your little niche and just build from there.
All right, Ish, I did want to let you know that there may be a place where you might be able to get some of these toys off, because I just found out from this girl that they do a live BDSM every Thursday at this place that's like 2 blocks from me.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
that's I heard of that. I know exactly what you're talking about. And remember, I was saying a little bit earlier, like it's individuals in Philly that does this type of thing.
Right.
Absolutely. And I've heard of that one. And that seems like a really good one too.
Right.
Clutch pearls.
All right, Katie, you up, Katie? Tara said, "When is the next book coming?"
Oh, Tara, let me tell you, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even have time to write. I have some things on the back burner in acting that I am not at liberty to expose right now. But trust me, around midsummer, when things start popping out, they're going to be popping out. So right now, I just don't have the time to devote to writing that I want to devote. I am dabbling into my book because I do want it out. So I am dabbling in turning it around and twisting it. But I can honestly say I I don't see where it's going to be coming out. Maybe the next year, hopefully. But
Yeah.
right now, I have to
You was.
focus on acting.
I want to spill some of the beans. She's working with Ray J and Chris Jenner as we speak. That's Ray J and Chris Jenner is she's working with
Stop it.
All right, we're gonna do two more questions. We're
two
gonna
more.
do two more.
Yo, do we got a crazy question in here though? I think
Yeah.
we glazed over it.
Where's that? What's that?
Is this person asking us what I think they asking us?
Let me see it.
Have you guys ever did? Is she saying 3 shows or 3 sums?
Well, I'm gonna hope that says three sums. That means three sums. Let
So
us
is
hope.
it 3
It
shows?
says three shows.
but
Yeah,
but
what's
that could
3
be a
shows?
typo. That could be a typo, Katie.
Yeah, what's the typo?
She was
Rhonda, are you
that's
asking,
what
have
it
you guys ever did 3 shows, meaning me and T,
right.
or if we did 3 sums? If
Meaning all
that's
of
what you're asking, I'm out the convo.
it. Rhonda, let us know in
I'm
the
out if it's threesome. Hell, I can't have a twosome,
All right, so
girl.
we got another question. It looks like, I don't know if it's for Katie or Aisha, but Kenya says, do you have agents under you? I'm thinking that's probably Aisha. Do you have agents under you?
No, I don't. I don't. My all of my products, and I see Rhonda has a question too that I could just touch on real quick. Aisha, there are some products that's out of stock. Will you be getting them? Like a lot of the stuff that I have, like everything that I have, and Nell, you've seen like everything that I have, I own outright. Like I don't owe anybody any money when I purchase all of my things. So obviously, I'm not going to have every single thing that some of the big distributors are going to have, but it's stuff that I have that's not even up on my site yet, or it might say out of stock. And that's honest. And I'm going to be honest. It's just sometimes there's so much going on, and just unfortunately, I'm being pulled in 10 different directions. I can't get to the website fast enough to upload new products or to put it in. And that is bad business practices. I understand and I apologize, but sometimes just life just kind of takes me away from certain little things. But if there's ever anything that anybody needs, please just reach out to me, shoot me a message. My number is available, my email is available. Just say, hey, listen, I see this is out of stock, do you by any chance have it? Or I can always drop ship or something like that. But agents under me, no, it's just me.
All right, now,
Maybe one day I'll be big enough to have people.
last question now.
Last question, and I think I want us to all touch on this last question right here, and it comes from Helen Weaver. Who would each of you like to sit down with and have a one-on-one conversation? That's the last question of the evening.
Who want to go first, man?
Start with you, T.
I'm gonna say either Master P or Diddy, because Diddy has always been my role model, my inspiration, my go-to. No, you already know what it is.
So I had to excuse myself when you gave Shorty from the left.
business-wise, those are my guys. So it'll either be Diddy or Master P.
Ish.
I'm going to have to say Jay-Z. I'm going to have to say Jay. Mogul. Just smart businessman from the gutter. I just want to pick his brain.
What up, KD? You up?
Um, after this week, I mean, my mind could change tomorrow. Let's be honest. But as of right now, after this week, I had the opportunity to work with Steve Harvey, and
Mhm.
I would love to sit down one on one and talk with him. Number one, Steve
Say
keep it
story.
real. He keep it real. Number two, he cursed like a sailor. Hell, I do too. So we would get along right there. But he keep it real. But the most important thing, Steve
Look
is
at that.
very
He said,
spiritual,
look at that.
very
I know why you making that
spiritual,
face, yo. I
and
know
we
why you.
have so much in common as far as like when you first get started. The ones who's supposed to believe in you don't believe in you. I mean, we just have so much in common. But I would love to sit down and have a one-on-one with Steve Harvey. I really would.
All right, Nell, do you want to tell Katie why you was making that face or
Yeah, I
shit?
wasn't making no face at you, KD. Remember, I can see the board, and
Now y'all know I can't see.
somebody's asking me this crazy question.
No,
Darnell,
why you have all them toys, though?
there's Toys R Us over here.
That's what I was about to say.
Aisha actually had a pop up, and we posted it in Friday Night Lights, and at the time we posted it in Uncensored Minds when we were just getting started, and I went out to support her.
Mhm.
And in supporting her, I said, "Hey, I would like to buy some items, not only to show my support, but also to show the support to our viewers. We're going to create a basket that's in the works, that's being created, that includes products from all four of us. We're going to get some T-shirts and books from T. We have toys and products from Aisha. We have T-shirts and books from Karen, and a couple of things from myself from Friday Night Lights. And we're going to put it together, and we're going to present it on behalf of Uncensored Minds to a lucky fan. So that's why I have a lot of toys. It just so happens that the basket hasn't come full circle yet. So every time we have an opportunity to talk about it and show what Aisha has, I do that because again, we're all a family here. So if I can show these toys based upon conversations that we're having, that's the reason why. So that's the reason why I got all these toys. Is one is to make sure that I'm supporting my dog. Like I'm showing what she got going on in real
Thank you.
time. But then two, to get back to y'all, our audience, who we care about. So that's the reason.
Right.
So
Don't think that Nell is creating a dungeon over there.
nah,
Yo.
nah, nah, nah.
He's not
nah.
creating a dungeon.
I'm married. I'm married with children. Stop it.
He's not
You know what I
creating
mean?
a dungeon.
So just to answer your question, Helen, we're gonna put this up one last time, and I'm going to take it from here. Who would each of you like to sit down with and have a one-on-one conversation? When I think of that, everybody gave some great names, and I'm gonna give this person right here. This is the person who I want to sit and
My
have a
God.
one-on-one conversation with.
My
If
God.
anybody knows who this is my best friend. And the reason why I say I want to sit down and have a one-on-one conversation with is because it's been 11 years since he's been gone, and every day I think about him, and I'm constantly reminded by him because of his children. His oldest child is literally, 20 years apart. We share the same birthday. His son, he's a teenage boy, he's 17 years old. His youngest child is now 14, 15 years old. He didn't get an opportunity to see that.
Right.
So I would want to just sit down and get him reacclimated to them, telling them everything about them, how beautiful and amazing they are. Just, telling him how much I miss him, but then also telling him how much he's inspired me to be the person that I am today, to go so hard, never taking days off, because his death showed me that at any given moment, this whole thing can be totally taken away from us. And I don't have the opportunity to live out the things that I wanted to live out. Right. And just letting him know that he's one of my biggest inspirations in life beside my mother and father. And I thank him for helping me be the man that I am today. I can be a hothead, but thinking sometimes about what happened to him
Right.
slows me down and says, no, like it can be going like that. And he was the complete opposite. He was a gentle giant.
Right.
This man was one of the nicest, beautifulest people that you ever could be around, and was always so chill. So for somebody to take his life for something that we loathe we actually castrate Will Smith from protecting his family. That man was protecting his family. Right. And the coward shot and killed him in front of his 3 children. Right. Took his life in front of his children and his wife. That's why when y'all see me and people know my story, the real people know, Nell, you got to slow down. I can't. Because at any given moment, it could have been me. Right. And then I didn't have the opportunity to have that conversation that I wanted to have with him, because just like anything, like T-No, we was always together. Like the first place I'm getting off work, we ain't live on the block no more. We all moved away. We coming back to the block because that's where we migrated at every day after we got off of work, and we did what we did, or got together and played basketball together. So not having him for 11, 12 years out of my life has been difficult. And I didn't have the opportunity to finish that last conversation with him because I didn't know that it was going to be a last. So that's the person I want to have that one-on-one with. 2, just to reinforce how beautiful life is. To let him know how amazing his children are and how they continue to amaze, right? And just to let him know how he has made me the person I am today. So thank you to everybody out there for asking such great questions. We had some crazy questions that made us laugh. We had some questions that made us think. Y'all actually got a date out of tea. I know it is, and I couldn't get a date. Angela, you gotta be special. You got a date out this man. This man said August, and I know y'all gonna hold him to it because that's what y'all do.
Right.
So we got a date out of him on a second book. It's looking like it's gonna be sometime in August or September. So I know that's something that we can look forward to. Ish, welcome to the panel. Welcome to us here. Welcome to the craziness that is what we got going on, and continue to do your thing. Karen, you are, that bridge that keeps me and T sane, because you have us going insane sometimes, but we love you.
Hey, I have to wake them up, y'all. I just keep them woke.
Like, I'll be so unsure of shit now, because I'll be like, is Karen gonna know this? That I gotta do extra research, and I be knowing stuff. Like, so she makes me even.
But now y'all do the same to me. Y'all do the same to me. Y'all have made me open my eyes up to things that I normally would not open my eyes up to. So y'all do it to me too. Hey, that's what we're here for, to grow.
But just like Troy said this evening when we opened the show, check on your mental health. Check on your people. Don't just let that be something that we say just because it sounds good. Check on your strong people. Check on your weak people. Just call them and tell them, I love you. You never know what that may unearth. They may open up to you like the Red Sea, and just pour out all their things to you. Be that listening ear without judgment, right? Also, come with empathy. Don't be so quick to tell the truth. We learned that today. Y'all want to hear the truth. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. So come with a little, with the truth on a platter, and say, is this enough? And that's it, yo. So we got one last thing for y'all before we get up out of here. We got 60 seconds with Nell. I'm gonna just say the Sixers won.
Whoa! You fast forwarded.
Whoa, T! I was so excited.
Oh yeah, T.
Sorry.
Fast forward. All right, we're going to do a quick ideology. I'm not going to go into my deep ideology.
Man, we got that this week.
We're going to do a quick ideology.
Yeah.
So I want to ask the panel, and I want to ask the people in the audience, our supporters, our family, do you or have you judged the person that you're with? Have you judged their past? So have you judged the past person that they were with? Have you ever judged the person's past? That's the question. That's the ideology of the night. Have you judged the person who they used to mess with?
I'm talking about Willis.
You know what I'm talking about, good brother.
Have I judged?
Have you ever judged your person's ex?
In an argument, I have.
Okay.
Only in an argument. And I think, I don't even know why I did that, because that probably wasn't good shit to do. But I mean, you know, I think when you arguing, you pull out all the stops. So you're like, that's why you was fucking with that. Like, you know what I mean? And that's when it come out. You know what I mean? So I'm going to say, yeah, when arguing only.
All right, Katie, what up?
In my younger days, I probably did, but that's something that I try to be very conscious of judging somebody. But I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I have judged by the people that the past people they have dated because it does set a standard, so to speak. You know, it lets you know what that person is thinking. You know, like I mean, yeah. I,
I
That's
can't
God. That's God.
I could not even lie.
That was
I
God.
could not even lie.
God don't like
I could
ugly.
not even lie. So let me keep it real. Yeah, we do judge. I mean, hell, it's not right, but shit. You can't say you don't. You do. You can't help but to.
Thank you, God, for coming down and striking.
No, it's on you, man. God put Katie in a lie. So
At this point, God is in control. No, I don't.
I can't. I'm crying.
God took the will. So y'all know how y'all got all these sayings. God take the will. God the offense. He came and provided.
Now, I'll be honest. Now he's acting like I'm never honest. I try to tiptoe around it, but I just had to come straight out and say it. Yeah,
He
I do.
tired.
I do.
He was just like us.
Look, he's
Tired.
over there losing it. Look at his face.
Yo, I'm crying. I'm fucking in tears. I cannot. I'm done for the rest of the night. I'm done.
What you
I
think?
Nell is acting like I never tell the truth. Nell, I'm not that bad.
No, see, and now you tried to skip this. Now
I'm glad I did. God, thank you. God be a fence. He provided that fence for us.
Oh my God, I cannot believe they are carrying on like that about me, Aisha. That's a shame. Guys, I tell the truth, don't I?
In your sleep.
Right.
So, to answer this question, I don't care about my man that she was with before me. She got on his nerves.
Look,
She
no.
don't get on my damn nerves.
Look, no.
I don't.
No, even if you're not judging, you know, him per se, even subconsciously, you're still going to judge it because you're going to be like, she's not used to, you know, somebody like me. So
now, you know what? I will say that because in the heat of anything or just thinking, you like.
Okay, there you go.
I didn't lie, KD. Your ass totally went left, and God said, "KD, bring that ass here, bring it back." So again, if we're talking on them terms, yes, I probably said I'm not the last nigga that you've been with. I said that. You know, you think that, and know your standards are not being lower because now, KD, just to your point, you said something about it shows the kind of character that this person is with, or that they're used to, or that they go to. So, are you saying you just like the ex? Because if they pick you, they must see something in your character that makes them comfortable. Because you made a comment about it shows their character of the person that who they like or who they gravitate to.
Mm-hmm.
So if that person that was before you was a piece of shit, does that make you a piece of shit? Because they like the
He said, are you showing the same pattern?
Well, no, but that just made me wonder just how high they hold their own standards.
Right.
You see
KD,
what I'm
we will
saying?
allow
If that
you
make
to
any sense?
KD, we will allow you to re-enter your examination because it was flawed. God came down and said it wasn't real.
Redo your answer.
So you will review your answer will be re-recorded. We will allow you to record your answer now that we are telling the truth and God is sitting here holding your hand. So, no. God has already spoken. Like, I can't even go on.
I told the truth. I told the truth.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. He knocked that phone right
I
down.
told the truth.
Y'all. God said, and what happened? That shit went right left. God said, get that out of here.
Again, like I say, it lets you see how they the standard that what they shit. I
Get
don't know.
crazy, y'all.
Hell, I'm just gonna hush. I'm gonna hush. I'm gonna hush. I'm gonna hush
Right.
because I don't want to come across as being judgmental. But you're right, Neil. It's the same characteristic,
I want to
because
strike that word. I want to strike that word out because
straight it out.
Yeah, as much as we want to say it, everybody's judgmental about something. Like
we all judge.
I want to strike that word out. Like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Y'all,
that's not real.
Everybody is judgmental. Y'all judging what we saying on the panel.
Right.
Y'all judging our words. Y'all will dissect when y'all replay this on y'all cars going to work. Y'all will dissect our conversation. Y'all will say he was wrong, she was right. That everybody has judgmental tendencies. It's just life.
Right.
That's what makes an opinion an opinion.
True.
Right? So let's get away
true.
from that. Like let's get away from that like as if it was the plague or like we better than the next person because we said they was being judgmental. We all judge on something. That girl standing in the middle of the highway twerking, you judging her because your butt can't shake like that. Don't be mad at her.
Yeah, don't be mad at her because
get you one.
I want to see.
But yo, we had a great show.
No, T's answer. We're not gonna just skate around, T.
I answered it already, Katie. I said we all do it subconsciously. I answered it already. I said
you did not answer it directly. You putting everybody else in it.
How is that not directly?
This segment,
you said we.
Look, have I my partner by their ex? Yes, of course I have. Yes, Katie.
When you chop this segment
up,
up,
you, Katie. Look at my face, Katie. Yes, and yes.
See, when you chop this segment up and you put that thumbnail on there, please put God striking Karen down. So they know
they're not gonna let you live that one down, Karen.
Roy, he was afraid that iPhone 3.
Hey, Nell, I'm gonna say this right here. Watch Katie live.
They're gonna be talking about this.
That was a liar.
They like I never tell the truth. I just try to be nice about it. Empathy.
Okay, no.
Empathy.
Y'all crazy. But before we get out of here, we want to make sure again that we say Happy Mother's Day as this day concludes and winds down. We want to share the same sentiments that we open the show with, and that's with love. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Celebrate. If you didn't get the gift that you wanted, so what? Too bad, so sad. Wait for your birthday to come.
Be happy that you got a happy Mother's Day because everybody didn't get that.
Damn, such empathy y'all got on this panel.
That's the truth, Katie. That's the truth. I know people that don't speak their mind. I know people that don't.
That's true.
So be happy that you got a happy Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Get that.
Well, my son surprised me, so I was happy with mine.
Before you get into your segment now, I do want to say that in music, I did come across this female from Miami named Sabrina Claudia. So she does R&B. She's somebody that I've come across lately that if you're into R&B, check her out. Her name's Sabrina Claudia.
Yes, love her.
Nice.
Love her.
Nice.
Vibes.
Big Bobs. So we're gonna get it in 60 at 60.
If you into the GTD vibes, that's for you. The GTD. If you know, you know. You know.
If you know, you know. That's what I was about to say.
You know. Go ahead now.
I'm out.
You don't know what the GTG is? In the words of that great
I'm
man,
sure y'all gonna tell me though. I'm sure y'all
Strong.
gonna tell me in the group.
Tommy Strong. But 60 at 60. So
Get the draws. Get the
Get
draws, Katie. Get the draws.
No wonder I fall out of that category because they ain't getting these draws. Okay.
They're gonna give you an exchange. They're gonna exchange them granny pennies for something sexier. Give them up. Let them go. But the 60x.
Can we speak on that real quick now? What is your favorite panties on the ladies? And y'all ladies can say what y'all favorites is. So what's your favorite?
Panties?
Right.
You know what? I don't care about the panties. They can have grandma panties on under the tights. I don't care.
No, shout out.
I see past all that because when they pull the tights down, the drawers go with it. I'm
a fan of no panties. I'm a fan of no panties, but if you do panties, I like the lace boy shorts. All right, ladies, what's y'all answer?
Yeah, panties is panties.
What's y'all answer?
I like clean panties. That's all I'm gonna say. Like the clean joints.
What's your answer, K-Day? You got the granny panties on?
Heavy.
No. Who, me? No. My little ass won't even fit it. No. I like the boy shorts. The boy short cut.
About the panties. When y'all wear grandma panties, why they fucking be so up on your stomach like that?
I don't wear those.
They're not supposed to go that far, are they?
I don't know.
The grandma panties like stomach control or something? Like y'all had them going all the way up.
Those are the extra support jaws.
Oh, now the girdle panties you do.
No,
the girdle panties they go up. The girdle panties do.
They come in 3 colors. They come in the white, the light blue, and the yellow, or sometimes the pink. Them joints. Why do they always go up past the navel on every female? Are they designed to do that?
I don't. Some of them are designed to do that, and some women just pull them up like that because they trying to suck that.
Those are bloomers. Right. Those are bloomers, right? Yeah, bloomers.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead now. Let's wrap up. Get your shit off.
They're bloomers. I hate it here, but 60 at 60, we're finally here. The Sixers have won 2 games in a row. Series is tied. Series going back to Toronto for 1 game.
I'm happy because my brother texts me every day about how James Harden is trash. So tonight he's finally happy that
James Harden had a 31 tonight in the winning effort. So the series is now 2-2 with the big man back. If y'all was under a rock, Joel Embiid fractured his eye and had a concussion, was out for 2 games. So the Sixers are now tied up. Phoenix and Dallas, that series is now tied up with Dallas winning today. And then tomorrow you have Boston and Milwaukee, and then you have the other team. I don't care about the other team. Right? So that's sports. That's all I care about this week is sports.
I need everybody to make sure y'all like and share the videos, like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all use our new hashtags, our or UnCensored Minds, or as Nell's t-shirt says, S-Gang, what up, S-Gang, what up. So those are the new hashtags. If y'all mention us or post a clip, share it, make sure y'all use the hashtags UnCensored Minds, or S-Gang.
Also, I want to give a big shout out to somebody who's been supporting us undercover, not undercover, but my I call them the Connoisseur Gang. That's my job. They actually watch the podcast on both Wednesdays and Sundays now. Okay. So shout out to my boy John Klein, shout out to my boy Tom, shout out to my boy Ty, all the guys there, because actually they watch us on Sundays and we actually have a sit down conversation on Monday. Okay. And we talk about the stuff.
Oh Lord, I can imagine what they say about me.
And you know what's so crazy?
Don't you let them talk about me.
The dynamic of people that talk. You're coming from different walks of life. John is actually a Jewish brother. That's my Jewish brother. I got Tom, who's a white guy. Ty's a black guy. We all come from different walks of life, and I just wanted to say that this podcast right here is uniting people, because one thing that everybody is dealing with is life. No matter what walk, no matter what race, religion, where you come from, where you're going, where you've been. Life is life. And it teaches us all some of the hardest lessons, regardless of what social status is, income levels, or whatever. So I wanted to shout out those guys right there. To all our new people that's watching and comment land, we had some new people today that even made some comments. Thank you to Dana. Thank you to a number of other different people that I've seen in our comment stream. Thank you for watching us. Thank you. Continue to share us, watching us, and continue to keep us, helping us grow.
Hold on now. Thanks to our continuously always supporting us people, Tara and Angela and Barb and Diana and Helen and Gisette and the whole Williams family, cousins, what's up, Marilyn. Shout out to everybody who's even still on as it's about to be midnight. Shout out to everybody that continues to support us and, everything that we do.
Hey, T, if you don't get Marilyn her shirt.
Yo, the thing about it is I mailed Marilyn her shirt and she just didn't get it. So I told her I was to give her.
Marilyn said she's not trying to hear that. She's living in Philly. She's not trying to. Shout out to Marilyn for always holding us down on Wednesday nights and on Sunday nights as well. And shout out to all the other names that he named: Angela, Helen, Diana, Bart, Tara, everybody. Right. Everybody, please.
Shout out to Troy for coming on and sharing his story.
Troy, please, when y'all before y'all lay y'all head tonight, y'all please say a prayer for Karen. We want her to wake up tomorrow. Don't take her up yet. We still need her down here. Please pray for Karen. Yeah, y'all seen it. That's not scripted. We're not scripted.
Right.
Karen, after she finished making her untruthful claim. She was struck.
What untruthful claim?
You lied, Katie. That's why your phone fell. What you mean?
I did not lie. I didn't. I was just trying to fudge it.
Jesus took the wheel.
I was trying to fudge it and be nice.
Jesus took the wheel.
Jesus took the wheel.
It's a difference in lying and fudging. I was fudging. So technically, that was probably the devil throwing it down. Trying to make me bring it out.
Karen is always away. Karen, we love you for that. But God spoke. God spoke. We're trying to redeem it for you, and you effing it up. We're trying to get you some prayers going on here, but you're effing it up. So continue. We won't see you next week. But shout out to everybody out there. Y'all have a great week. Yes. Remember, catch us Wednesdays at 8 p.m. We need y'all support there too. Thanks. Summer's coming up. We got something special for y'all. 8 at 8. Y'all gonna see some hot shit in there. I did some research today. I went out. I got some new shit. T, what else is out there? T, what we doing?
TV, I just started this new show called 61st Street. That's good. My brother's telling me to watch We Own the Night. That has like basically the whole cast from The Wire. It's a different side of The Wire. It's called We Own the Night. So if y'all love The Wire, you also start watching this show We Own the Night. And I do want to give big ups to KD for finally watching Snowfall 2 years later. Finally watching Snowfall.
Just got through.
And I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed it. I really did. Now, for those of you out there, if y'all see me on something, snap a picture, send it to my inbox because I never get to see myself. So, staircase, I will be on that. I should be on that quite a bit. If you see me, snap a picture and send it to me. I love it.
President as well. Next to Malcolm Jamal Warner.
President, right?
The president.
Yeah, but usually in a mask, in a mask with him. Yeah, but I am on that quite a bit.
Maryland, I think We Own the Night. I think that's on Netflix, I believe.
No, that's on Star. Yeah, We Own the Night is on Netflix.
Yeah, that's on Netflix. 61st Street is like, if you ever seen the show Your Honor, it's like a black version of Your Honor. So that's on AMC. But all these you can either watch on demand or if you had a Fire Stick, you'll be able to find it. Yeah. But I did finish Ozark, and Ozark is definitely I love the finale. It's one of the greatest shows ever.
Ozark has to go down as one of the greatest shows of all
Even
time.
though Karen doesn't know what it is, it's one of the greatest shows.
Yes, I do. Actually, I do.
That's gonna take her.
I don't watch it. I don't watch it, but I've had a couple of submission chances to go on and didn't go.
Amazing.
Oh, by the way, 26. The Shy's back. So make sure y'all get on that. This last season of The Shy is coming back on the 26th. So be on the lookout for that. That's another one of our shows, our black shows that we need to support. Great cast, great group of people, and they give us great content. You know it's time to go. When you start to see a number of different things, but it pushes the narrative that's out here.
From the trailer, I'm happy to see this season though, because the trailer looks like this is going to be
it's a fun, happy season. A lot of love, a lot of togetherness.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Be safe out there.
I'm glad that Emmett and his girl is going to counseling because they
both need it.
They need it. They need it.
Darnell,
yeah.
I'm glad to see Darnell and the mom look like they hooking back up to give Emmett his parents back. Right. So y'all be hard on Darnell's. A lot of Darnell's. Make sure y'all
hold on now. Make sure y'all support these black shows because that's the reason why we don't have a lot of them, or that's the reason why they don't last because they don't get the support that these white shows. When Friends is on and all that shit is on, their people support them. We have to support our people and their shows.
Yeah. Like y'all gotta support us.
Absolutely.
The only way for us to grow is by supporting us. So continue to keep supporting. Invite your friends. Share this with your friends. Share this with your coworkers. You ain't got to keep this to yourself. Share it. Share us. We like to be shared. That's gang.
That's gang. What up? Gang, what up?
What up?
Make sure y'all listen to us on all audio.
Hello.
Katie over there making all kind of.
We already know you're working with Ray J and Chris Jenner. Cut it out.
I cannot.
Let me find out, Karen. Let me find out.
It's been a great show. Make sure y'all listen to us. If y'all on the go, we're on, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We're going to be on SoundCloud soon. Make sure y'all, listen if y'all on the go. If y'all need to hear it that way, we're going to be everywhere soon. So keep a lookout for us. Keep a lookout for us. And if anybody else needs shirts, hit me up. I think everybody else besides Maryland has a shirt. These shirts are ready, so we just have to link up.
Yo, you gonna have to personally hand deliver that shirt.
I already told her that. I told her I'm gonna just deliver it to her personally, so we'll have to go through that mishap.
Yo, it was great, Sam. It was great seeing family here. Old family is still family. Leon, shout out to my boy Judge. You did that. All that dispel any rumors that y'all may have had because y'all stopped asking us questions.
Right.
He's alive and well, and he's here, so that means his family. So congratulations to everybody that got something positive going on in their life, doing something well. Shout outs to all the people that's graduating, going on proms, making something of themselves. And
I gotta deal with a prom, an 18th birthday, a graduation, and a college send off all within the next month and a half.
Bro,
because your son graduated this year, doesn't he?
I gotta do
yes, congratulations to
21-year-olds. I got two 21-year-olds turning 21 within 6 weeks of themselves. My little son, Jawan, my / brother, and my goddaughter, Mumu, Shayan, she turns 21 this year. And then her brother will be going to the 12th grade. So that's more money and more money.
Right. That's why we work so hard, people.
So when y'all see us dropping these
expenses,
just support them. When y'all see us dropping the news, just support them. Don't turn your lip up at them. Don't ask us why. We got bills to pay.
And before we get out of here, we just have to say that Brenda said she wants to make sure we know that she wears lace panties. So we gotta make sure that we acknowledge that. All right, Brenda.
We got that, Brenda. I hear you, girl. Brenda said, "Don't mistake her for wearing no granny drawers."
And let me as well. Congrats to her.
Congrats.
All right, people. Let's get
all right.
Have a
good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a great week.
Have a great week.